Hello you beautiful people. In this video, I will show you step by step on how to build this stunning modern UX UI crazy fast, conversion focused, SEO optimized WordPress site without writing a single line of code. By the end of this video, not only will you be able to build this site, you will have a solid foundation to build any type of WordPress site. But before we get started, here is the deal. If you give me just 3 minutes of your time, I'll quickly explain you the 4 reasons why this course is exponentially better than all other WordPress courses. Number 1, conversion. I am not just a designer but a businessman. Everything I build is geared towards one goal, and that goal is conversion. You can also call it a sale. What you will be learning today is not just how to build a WordPress site but how to build a WordPress site that converts. We will achieve this by using a conversion framework called IDA-OA, which I learned from the legends like Jack Zerby and Neville Medhora. This is the same framework I use to build my own brand from zero to thousands of users. Number 2, speed. The site you will be building today loads in under half a second and scores 100 out of 100 on Google PageSpeed test. Here is my challenge. No other site being taught here is as fast as the one you are building today. But why speed? Because the speed of your site can make or break your brand. It is not only essential for fantastic user experience but higher Google rankings as well. A fast site results in increased conversions and higher revenue. According to Google, a 1 second decrease in load time can increase your conversions by 8%. 40% of the people who visit your site will leave if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. Search engines like Google take into account your site speed when ranking your site. In fact, Aisha Fries, the blogging legend who makes $10,000 a month, recently revealed in a podcast that once she fixed her site speed, her traffic and rankings exploded. Number 3, search engine optimization. Ryan Durrani, the SEO expert, recently tweeted that he spent £10,000 on different SEO courses, and all of them essentially taught 3 things: increase your site speed, improve your user experience, and build backlinks. Now, here is the thing: the site you will be building today loads in under half a second, is user friendly, and scores 100 out of 100 for the SEO when tested using the Google Dev tools. Number 4, accessibility. This is what majority of course creators ignore. Making your site accessible to all, regardless of their ability, is not only ethically and morally the right thing to do, it also helps your brand tap into communities often forgotten by the traditional brands. This site you will build today will score 90 plus on accessibility as well. And this is why, you beautiful people, this might be the best couple of hours you may spend on YouTube. So, are you ready? Stop for a moment, get your notebooks ready, and let's dive right in. Was it even recording? Was it? Okay, before we start building any website, there are 2 questions I always ask, which helps me set the target. What is our end goal? What is the purpose of our website? What results do we want to achieve? What actions do we want our users to take when they land on our website? In short, what is our end goal? And the second question I ask is, how do we achieve that goal? How to hit it? Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, and in order to answer these 2 questions, I have already gone ahead and designed a demo site on this domain, crazyfastthemes.com. This is the site we will be referring to when building our original website. So, back to the questions. What is our end goal? The end goal of this website is that we want a modern UI UX stunning website that is lightning fast, so that it loads in under a second, preferably half a second, in order to give your users a fantastic user experience. It is SEO optimized so that search engines like Google can fall in love with your websites. And number 4, it converts like crazy. What does that mean? That means that whatever action we want our users to take on this website, it achieves that goal. For example, on the STEM website, we want our users to go ahead and download this template if they want to launch a WordPress site for their brand. The first 3 points of this question can be categorized as performance: a stunning website, lightning fast, and SEO optimized. All these three things can be categorized as something called performance. And number 4, convert like crazy. For example, we want our users to download our template. This thing is called conversion. Whatever action you want your users to take, and if they take that action and reach the end goal, that is called conversion. So the first 3 points are related to performance, and the last point is related to conversion. Now the second question is, how do we hit the performance and the conversion? For the performance, we will be using something called a performance stack. The hosting, the theme, and the plugin we will be using will be geared towards one thing, and that is performance. Under half a second load time, brilliant user experience. As we go along in the course, I will introduce you to the tools, to the performance stack whilst we are there. But for now, I want to talk about the conversion. When I started building the websites, I was just building random websites. I will go to YouTube, I will go here, there, just copy things, and guess what? I was not really successful at things. Later on, I learned the top guys, the agencies, they are not throwing in the towel. They are using conversion frameworks in order to build highly converting websites. Now, there are many conversion frameworks out there, which I will explain in the later videos. But today, the framework we will be using today is called AIDA. So, what is AIDA? AIDA stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. This framework was developed by the legendary businessman Alias and Elmo Levis. I came across this framework whilst I was reading Neville Medora's book. The name of the book is "This Book Will Teach You How to Write Better." Neville Medora is the same guy who is responsible for writing Irresistible Copy for app Sumo. However, here is the kicker. I have further improved the AIDA framework in order to achieve better conversions by adding 2 more things to it. I call this framework AIDA OA. What does this stand for? It stands for attention, interest, desire, action, objection, and then action again. I learned this idea from the legend Jack Zerby, who took his own SAS from 0 to 100 and thousands of users and is the genius behind the design at companies like Vimeo and Gumroad. This is the screenshot of the demo site we will be building today, and it is broken into different sections according to the AIDA OA framework. Let's get into the detail of it. The first thing will be the header. This is where you are going to write your brand name or whatever website you are building. For example, today I will be building CrazyDo, so I will write CrazyDo. This demo site is built on the domain Crazy Fast Themes, so we have written Crazy Fast Themes in here. It also has navigation, home, blog, and contact. Now to the framework. Section 1 is called attention. A for attention of the AIDA framework. This is where we would like to get the attentions of our users. We also call this the hook or the hero section. Once we have got the attention of our users, the section 2 is called interest. We will use section 2 in order to generate interest in the user's mind for our product. Once we have generated the interest, section 3 is desire. We want our users to desire our product. We will do this by showing them the benefits of our product, why our template is the best choice if they want to launch their brand using WordPress. In section 4, we will further solidify that desire by showing the social proof. The reason we do that is because people trust people more than brands. People trust the people they know and like. So if we have a couple of testimonials, we will further solidify that desire by using testimonials. Now it is time to ask for money, and that is where section 5 comes in. Call to action. This is where we would request them to download our template. But what if our users are not ready? What if they have some questions in their mind? That is where the section 6 comes in. Objection. This is where we are going to remove the objection in the mind of our users, or in the sense of whatever questions they have in their mind. Because when we are building the website, we are not just building the website, we are also thinking like the user, like the end user. What do we want to get from the website? Once we have removed their objection in section 7, again we will use call to action. We will ask them to take the action, go ahead and download the website. You can do that for your own industry. You can ask for, let's say, money to sign up, or to get their email address. Whatever action you want your user to take at this point in time, you can ask them to take that action. The last section of this website is the footer. As you can see in here, this is a small footer we have made with love in UK. Long live UK, because I absolutely love this country. Crazy do 2022. So what we are building today is a crazy fast conversion focused website, and the goal of this website is to convince users to download this template. You can set your own goal and change the copy of the website according to your industry. Now that we have a clear concept of what we are going to build today, let's go ahead and build the foundation of your website. In this section, we will build a foundation that is rock solid, crazy fast, scalable and secure like Fort Knox. And we will do this by using the right tools. We will go ahead and set up domain and hosting, WordPress installation, theme and plugins installation. What differentiates a brilliant artist from the mediocre one is tools. In this section, I will introduce you to the tech stack which will help you design not just this demo website, but any type of conversion focused, performance first website. The only limit in designing any type of website will be your imagination. The foundation of your website is your domain, your WordPress hosting, your theme and plugins. In order to keep our costs low, we have bought the domain name from Natim and hosting from WP Buzz. The name of the domain we will be using is called CrazyDo. This is what we bought from Natim, and in order to connect this domain to WP Buzz hosting, I have gone ahead and updated the name servers to WP Buzz as well. As you can see in here, name server management, primary server ns1.wpbuzz.com, ns2.wpbuzz.com, ns3.wpbuzz.com, and ns4.wpbuzz.com. We will have to sign up and create our hosting package at our hosting provider. The hosting we will be using today is called WP Buzz. You can use any hosting you like, but with WP Buzz, this performance is guaranteed. Check this out, 100 out of 100. Under half a second load time. This performance is guaranteed with WP Buzz. Normally, in order to achieve a speed like this, you would need to spend money on caching plugins, code optimization plugins, image optimization plugins, and other things as well. But with WP Buzz, you don't have to spend all that kind of money, because everything is integrated in the platform. As we progress through the course, and when you will see the performance of your website at the end, you will have a very clear idea of how WP Buzz is technically superior than other hosting providers. You can read more about WP Buzz with the link in the description below. Assuming that you have already signed up for your hosting, once you log into your control panel, this is the control panel of your hosting. This is what you will come across. Because this is a crash course, I will not go ahead and explain you the functionality of the full control panel. Instead, you will learn by doing. The first thing we will do is we will go ahead and add the domain to our hosting. Let's go to manage services, hosting. On the top right hand corner, you will see this button called add hosting. Go ahead and click on it. The website we are building today is crazy.do. crazy.do. I absolutely love this name because I am a little crazy, so I think this name just goes with me so much better. We will select the allowance. This is the hosting plan we have signed up for, and click on add hosting. Please allow a few minutes for your hosting package to be created on our infrastructure. The hosting package has now been created. Let's go ahead and click on manage. As WP Buzz is a managed hosting platform, your WordPress is already installed. All you have to do is go ahead and finish the installation by clicking on the WordPress install wizard. WordPress install wizard is here now. Let's go. I will choose English UK as our language because I am from United Kingdom, the best country in the world. Let's go ahead and click on continue. Here we will fill the details. The title of the site is CrazyDo. Username is test@wpbuzz.com. Password, I am going to use the one which has been suggested by WordPress itself because it looks quite secure. The email I will be using is called test@wpbuzz.com. I will go ahead and click on install WordPress. Okay, WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. When we come back to the hosting control panel, I will go ahead and refresh. Click on this refresh button up here. Once you click on refresh, you can see that the WordPress tools are now loading. I will go ahead and explain WordPress tools to you later on, but for now, as soon as you install your WordPress, the first thing you should always do is secure it, and we will do that by installing a free SSL certificate on our website CrazyDo. Activate free SSL. I will go ahead and click on it. Successfully enabled your free SSL certificate. I will also go ahead and enable the force HTTPS because we want our website only to load over the HTTPS and not over the HTTP. Force HTTPS has been enabled. Let's go back to the control panel of our domain CrazyDo. Once we come back to the control panel, we will have to update the URL from HTTP to HTTPS. And how are we going to achieve that? We will go to the settings, HTTP to HTTPS. Right, as you can see in here, HTTPS semicolon / crazy.do. Right, and I will go ahead and click on save settings. Once you have installed SSL, please note that it can take up to an hour for the SSL to be propagated across our load balancers around the globe. In the meantime, you will get an insecure SSL warning. So I would suggest that at this time you take a break and allow it 1 hour for the SSL to be propagated across our load balancers around the globe. So see you in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour has now passed and hopefully our SSL should have been installed by now. Now if you will type CrazyDo in your search bar and click on enter, you will see that it loads over the SSL. And how do we know that it loads over the SSL? Because we have got this padlock sign in here. This padlock means that the website is now secure. Let's go ahead and log into the dashboard of crazy.do. The dashboard URL is crazy.do / wp-admin. Well, some people call it hyphen, some people call it dash. I don't know what to call. I just call it dash because I am like a dashy guy. I don't know. So let's go and click on enter. Let's enter our login details and click on login. This is what the WordPress dashboard looks like. I get it, people. This can look quite overwhelming, but guess what? By the end of this video, you will be cruising it like it's your personal highway. For now, I will not overwhelm you with unnecessary details. In fact, we will just be doing things and you will be learning by doing. But rather than me going around and telling you about each and every section of the WordPress, which can become overwhelming and counterproductive. Rather than that, let's go ahead and do things. As soon as we have installed our WordPress, is go to settings, permalinks, and click on post name and save changes. Right, permalink structure has been updated. The second thing we will do is go to something called stack cache in here. Click on stack cache. scroll down to the bottom, click on disable stack cache and click on save changes. The reason we are disabling the cache is because when we are working on our website, we do not want to see the cache version once we are updating. During the development and the build of the website, we want to see the raw version. Now we have disabled the cache from within the CrazyDo dashboard. Let's go to the hosting control panel and disable the cache from here as well. Let's go to CDN edge caching. First, we will purge everything so that whatever has already been cached is being purged. Full CDN cache purge requested. Please allow a few minutes. No issues. We will allow a few minutes. And now we'll go ahead and deactivate the cache as well. The cache has been deactivated. Let's check out what CrazyDo looks like at the front end. This is what CrazyDo looks like at the front end, and this is our demo theme. We want CrazyDo to look like crazy fast themes. If we want CrazyDo to look like crazy fast themes, we will have to install theme. Okay, the theme we will be using today is called GeneratePress. People, over the past 10 years, I have tried at least a dozen themes, and trust me, nothing comes close to GeneratePress when it comes to performance. Coupled with WP Buzz, we are getting these amazing results. Check this out. Under half a second load time. The site you will be building might be the fastest site in your niche. Here is the reason I love GeneratePress so much. This theme is lightweight. That means when paired with a blazing fast WordPress hosting like WP Buzz, it can deliver under half a second load time. This is phenomenal. This is under half a second load time, 100 out of 100 on Google PageSpeed tools, and under 2 seconds load time on mobile. First contentful paint 1.2 seconds. That is amazing. There are sites which are faster on desktop. Yes, people have been able to do that, but in order to achieve results like this, like 100 out of 100 on mobile, is truly phenomenal, and it is an amazing user experience. But because look at it this way, people are moving towards mobile. A lot of traffic for the brands come via mobiles. The mobiles are advanced now. You can literally find everything on your mobile. So it is very important that our website does not only look great on the mobile, it loads instantly as well. And with the right tools, with the right theme like GeneratePress and the right hosting like WP Buzz, this can be achieved. And the second reason I love GeneratePress is because this theme is modular. It does not hijack your website or your styling. Reason number 3 is this theme is like Legos. You can literally design and build anything out of it. The only limitation is your imagination. Last but not least, there are plenty of free themes out there, and there may be some are as lightweight as GeneratePress, but here is 80% of the reason I love GeneratePress. This is 80% of the reason. Their support is amazing. It's literally the best support. If you want to achieve anything design wise, the chances are that the solution will already be in their database. If not, just reach out to them, and these guys have amazing support. Just like WP Buzz, just like me, they are passionate. You can see that they are passionate about the store. I will go ahead and sign up for the GeneratePress Premium, which is $44 per year. Today, normally it's $60 per year, but it's $44. Rest assured, these $3 to $4 you are paying to GeneratePress for 500 websites, you will recover these 1,000 times over. I had signed up for the GeneratePress, and when I signed up, I have downloaded the plugin which enhances the theme functionality. That plugin is called GeneratePress Premium. In order for us to achieve a template, a design, a modern UI UX design like this, we would need a theme. Now I will go ahead and install GeneratePress on WordPress. Go ahead and click on Dashboard, Home, Appearance, then Themes, click on Add New. Let's type GeneratePress in the search bar. Okay, this is the first result. Let's click on install and also click on activate as well. Okay, the theme is now activated. Let's check what Crazy Do looks like now. Okay, this is what Crazy Do looks like at the moment. Now that the theme is installed and activated, let's go ahead and install the plugins. Let's go to plugins, add new. The first plugin we will install is called Anti-Spam B. This free plugin will protect your site from bots spamming your site with computer generated comments and links. Let's click on activate. Now we will install the second plugin. Click on add new. Search plugins. The second plugin we will install is called SVG support. The reason we are installing SVG support is that if you look at the demo site in here, this is the illustration we are using. This illustration is SVGs. We will be using the SVG illustration because SVG do not blur on any screen and they look amazing. It doesn't matter which device you use them on, they look absolutely amazing on all devices. WordPress does not natively support uploading the SVGs to the media library. That is the reason we have downloaded the SVG support plugin, and now we'll go ahead and activate it as well. The third plugin we will be downloading is called generate blocks. I will go ahead and click on add new. Okay, you might have to write generate blocks in one. Let's click on install now and activate as well. Generate blocks is made by the same people who have made WordPress. If you look at this website, it is not made using the page builders. We will not be using page builders. Instead, we will be using generate blocks, which is a free plugin. How awesome is that? A free plugin in order to create this modern, stunning, highly converting website. So I have gone ahead and added generate plus. The second plugin we will be using in conjunction with generate blocks is called cadence blocks. I will go ahead and install cadence blocks as well. Plugins, add new, search cadence. Just to let you know that cadence blocks is also a free plugin. That is amazing, isn't it? Everything we are using other than the hosting and theme is free. That is how awesome WordPress is. So many things, so many amazing things are absolutely free. Like, this is kind of heavenly, isn't it? Like, what do you get free for free nowadays? You know, it's amazing. You can literally create an amazing website with two plugins, generate blocks and cadence blocks. It's amazing. Actually, it's miraculous. Wow. Okay, I have gone ahead and activated it. The last plugin I am going to install is called GP Premium. As I have already told you, I have gone ahead and signed up to WordPress Premium. They have allowed me to download a plugin which enhances the theme functionality. I will now go ahead and install that. I will go to add plugins and upload plugin, and the reason is because this plugin is not available in this WordPress repository. This plugin you will have to download on your local machine, which I have already done. I will now go ahead and install it here. All I need to do is go to choose file. This is where my plugin is. Click on it, open, install now. The plugin has been installed. Let's go ahead and activate it. Right, the plugin has been activated. How awesome is that? Check this out. In order to create this modern, stunning design, all we are using is 5 plugins. Just 5 plugins. All the speed we are getting, all the performance we are getting, the search engine optimization we are getting, we are only using 5 plugins. All these plugins are tried and tested, and they have been selected so that you can create a blazing fast, SEO optimized, mobile first site that converts like crazy without using any page builders. Tip: learning to use page builders like Elementor and Divi is a huge learning curve. Most people just literally give away. Well, instead, learning the blocks, generate blocks and cadence blocks compared to learning Elementor and Divi is a piece of cake. And you will know this once we will build this website. It will be so easy. You would say, why has no one ever told me this before? Why, where was I living? Why didn't I knew that? You know, when I discovered all these amazing tech stacks, I was like, wow, I have wasted so much time. Where was I living? Where have I been? Why were these amazing things hidden from me? But you know what? It will not be the same with you. I will introduce you to the amazing things, amazing designs using amazing tech stack, everything gears towards speed and conversion, because I'm a little crazy. So let's go a little crazy with this website. Let me warn you, this might be the most boring thing you will ever do in this course. This is really boring, but guess what? Once we get this out of the way, everything will be easy peasy. This may be the most boring thing, but this is the necessary evil. Because in this section, we will be setting the brand guidelines. We will be setting out the layout, colors, fonts, which is typography. We will be styling header, footer, and navigation. But there will be a link to the brand guidelines. You will be able to see the colors, the fonts, the code, everything which has been used in that link. So please go ahead and click that link. Also, there will be a resources folder. Please go ahead and download that resources folder. That folder contains some of the images and other things which will be helpful while we will be building this website. So yes, go ahead and check out the brand guidelines in the description, and also download the resources folder by now. So let's get started. Okay, we are in the dashboard of CrazyDo. Let's go ahead and click on CrazyDo. Okay, we are in the dashboard of CrazyDo. The first thing we will do is we will go ahead and click on Generate Press, which is our theme. And because the theme functionality has been enhanced, the GP Premium plugin we have uploaded, I will bulk select everything, activate and apply. Right, everything is active now. Okay, we are back to the dashboard. Let's go ahead to appearance and then click on customize. Okay, this thing is called WordPress customizer. As you can see in here, in this customizer we are going to design a bit of a layout. That means the header and the footer, and we will set the colors and the typography and all these little things. So let's get started. Site add identity, CrazyDo. Yes, that's right, that is our site identity. We are a little crazy, so CrazyDo. Tagline, just another WordPress site. I will remove that. It's hidden anyway. We would like to keep this hidden. Let's go back. Now let's go to layout. The first thing we will design is the container. Container is 1200 pixels, separating space is 20. Let's increase this to 30. Now remember, always choose the pixel in here. Container alignment, container layout, separate containers, and the padding is 40. We will leave this as it is. Let's go to header. Okay, this is the header. Let me show you this. This part of the website is called header. Okay, this is called header, and this part in here is called footer. I might be just in the picture, so this is called footer, right? And this is called header. We will go ahead and we will leave everything as it is. There are no changes needed. We will leave everything as default. Let's go to primary navigation. We will leave everything as it is. However, once we have completed designing the page just like this, we will come back to navigation and I will show you how to add further pages to your website. Let's go back. Secondary navigation. We will leave everything as default. No changes are needed. And let's go back to sticky navigation. Yes, this is off. Leave it off. No changes are needed. Off canvas panel. Off canvas panel. We will leave it off. No changes are needed. Sidebars. We will leave everything as default because no changes are needed here for now. Blog post, we will leave this because we will not be designing a blog, although if once we have designed the website, if you wish to design your blog post and everything in here, you will be able to do that. And the footer, we will leave everything in here. However, I will put the copyright in here. Okay, this is the copyright notice, and I will click on publish. This has been published. The layout section is now complete. Now let's hop on to the colors section. You can find all the colors used on the website in the brand guidelines link in the description. But the first thing is first, we will remove all the native colors which have come with this theme. Let's go ahead and delete all of those. If you click on this cross on the top right corner, you will be able to delete it. Okay, yes, okay. Okay, delete, 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 delete. So we are left with no colors. There are no colors here. The first color we will add is called paste. Okay, now we have pasted this color. This color will be called, as you can see in here, global color 1. The second color we are going to add by going to this plus sign, then clicking on it will be this color. You will be you can copy all the codes from the brand guidelines link in the description. The third color is the one we will be using for buttons. So let's go ahead and click on it and paste. Okay, the fourth color is, in total we will be using 9 colors. This is the fifth color, global color 5. You see, we will call this global color 5 because when we will be building the website, we will not be, this will make it so easier. Doing the colors now will make it so easier to choose the colors when we will be building the websites. Why? Because we do not have to copy and paste the codes, the hex codes of the colors into the blocks. We'll simply be able to select global color 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because these are 9 in total. Okay, global color 6 has been done. Now global color 7. Okay, this has been done. Global color 8, global color 8, paste, yes, 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 and global color 9, click on paste. Now we have copied and pasted 9 colors in global color, but here is a small tip. Go ahead and publish, then click on cross. And the reason why doing this is because I have noticed sometimes when you set the colors, they do not appear as intended. So back into the customize, into the customizers, appearance, customize, and click on colors. As you can see, global color 1 and global color 7 have not been set properly. So we will set them again. You see, it's so important to set everything properly. Okay, I have gone ahead and clicked on paste and global color 7, link in the description. Okay, publish again, and this time all the colors, all the 9 colors we will be using in order to create our website are available here. So let's go ahead and click on body. We will go and put the background to global color 5, text to global color 2. Right, we have chosen the global color 2 for the text. If you're confused about anything, please stop the video and just look at it. Any questions, ask in the description and I will get back to each and every one of you. You know why? Because I absolutely love you people and you are the best thing out there in the world. Okay, so please any questions, ask me. The text will and the link will be global color 6, and this in here, as you see, it says choose hover color. So this is the color we would want to use when we will hover on the link. Just like in here, if you see now, when I hover on the link, I can see this color, but we want to use global color 6. Let's go to header. The background will be global color 2. Oh, look, as soon as we put the global color 2, this has turned into black. This is the header of the website. You can see the changes happening live on the website. The text will be global color 5. As soon as we change the text, as you can see, the text on the header has changed to white, global color 5. And the link will be global color 5, global color 5, because these are links in the header. The site title, this is the site title. We also want this site title to be white, so this will be global color 5, right? And the tagline, we will also use global color 5 for the tagline. Let's come to the primary navigation. Background color will be 2 and The hover color for navigation will also be 2, and the current color for the navigation will be global color 2 as well. For navigation text, everything will be global color 5, and the current color will be global color 5 as you will be building this website, right? Everything might be new to you, but once you build the website and play with it, when you do things on your own, you will know what the hover color is, what the present color is. You will know everything by yourself. These things are self-explanatory. Most of the things you will learn will be learning by doing, because at the moment everything we are doing now is in order to achieve this design. But if you want to design something different, right, you will be able to figure it out using the customizer. Everything you would want, all the colors, color on hover, everything you want to change is so easy. You can change it in the customizer. Coming back, sub menu background, we will leave everything as it is. Sub menu text, we will leave everything as it is. For buttons, we will choose global color 3, and on hover we will also choose global color 3. For the text, we will leave everything as it is. For the content, we will choose background color to be global color 5, text to be global color 2, link to be global color 6. The link on hover also will be global color 6. The content title will be global color 2. Archive content title will also be global color 2. Choose hover color will also be global color 2. 3 meta links, we will leave everything as default. Heading color 1 will be global color 2. Heading 2 will be global color 2. Heading 3 will be global color 3. And heading 4 will be global color 2 as well. Heading 5 will be global color 2 as well, and heading 6 will be global color 2 as well. If you need any help, if you have any questions about the colors, please don't hesitate to ask straight away. For the forms, we will leave everything as default by now. Okay, for the sidebar widgets, we will use the background as global color 5, text global color 2, link will be global color 6, widget type and link hover will be global color 6. For footer widgets, we will leave everything as it is for now, because we do not have any footer widgets on this website. For footer bar, for footer, our background will be global color 7 and the text will be global color 5. If you see, the footer changes are being made in here as well. Okay, so the colors have been done, right? So the color section is over for now. Let's click on publish so that we know that the changes are saved. Let's go back. And now it is time for typography. The fonts you'll be using today are available in the brand guidelines, links in the description. Go ahead and check them. Let's go to font manager and add font. Just to let you know, this is what is called the font. If you see in here, this font is called Noto Serif, and this font is also Noto Serif. This one is called Bay Vietnam Pro. I will go ahead and install these fonts. Let's go to choose fonts, Noto Serif. Okay, Noto Serif, right? And click on add font. Another one. Let's go and write Bay Vietnam Pro. Click on add font. Now that the font has been added to the theme, we will have to go and assign those fonts to the different sections of the website. So let's go to add typography, configure, click on target element. Our target element is body. The font we will be using for the body is called Vietnam Pro. The font size we will increase to 19, and line height we will increase to 2. Okay, so as you can see in here that the font has changed here as well. Let's go and click on add typography, click on header, site title. This is our site title, crazy dude. This is the site title, right? Okay, let's click on font family, Noto Serif. The font size will be 25. Yeah, we will leave it as it is, 25. And we will leave everything as it is. Click on add typography, select primary navigation, primary menu items. Okay, this is the menu. If you look in here, this is where the navigation is going to come. We are going to target our navigation with this. For now, just please go with the flow, keep on doing what I am doing, because at the end of this it will make so much sense to you. Let's go ahead and click on Vietnam Pro. Font size, we will increase this to 19 because we want the navigation. Once we add the further pages to this website and add navigation, we want this to look big, which is number 19. Let's go ahead and go to heading 1. The font families will be not serif. The font weight, in this case we will use bold, and we will increase size to 50 pixel. We will leave rest to default, add typography and click on H2. Font family, not serif. I know this is boring. I know. I can feel this is boring, you know, because I am boring myself. But guess what? Once we have done this, everything will be so easy down the line. Everything will be so relaxed later on because everything is already set up. For the font weight, we will use the bold again, and we will leave it to 35 pixel. Leave everything as it is. Click on add typography. Okay, and then we will add H3 font family, not serif, and we will leave we will put the font size to 20 pixel. The heading 3 has been done because we will only be using up to heading 3, but if you want to go ahead and do it for heading 4, heading 5 and heading 6 as well, you can do that as well, but for now we do not need it. And now I will go ahead and target widget titles. Font family, we will write inherit, and we will leave the rest as it is. Look at this, it's getting better. The fonts are there. Now we have designed the header, we have designed the footer. Let's click on publish. Now that our typography has been done, the fonts have been already installed on the theme. Let's go to background images. We do not need to make any changes because we are not using any images on this website, so we will leave everything as it is. For the general dynamic CSS print method, it says inline embedding. We will change this to external file because the performance is always better with the external file. We will also go ahead and click on regenerate CSS file. Underline links on hover, we do not want the links to be underlined. If you see here now, the links only appear when we hover on the links. They do not appear elsewise. Look at the links, we do not want that. We also want to check cache dynamic CSS, and we also want to check smooth scroll. Right click on publish. Let's go back to menus. We will leave everything as it is because at the moment we are not building menu on the website. And let's go to widgets. We will leave everything as it is because we are not styling the widgets at the moment. We can do this later if needed, but should you wish to style the widgets, everything is available here in customizer. You do not need to code anything. For the home page settings, this is your latest post. Yes, at the moment this is the latest post. We will leave this as it is for now. Once we have built the page, we will have to set home page as a static page. We will do that later on in the line. Right, okay, additional CSS. We do not want to add any additional CSS for now. At the moment everything is published. Let's go ahead and refresh the crazy do and see what it looks like. So check this out. This is what crazy do looks like. Can you believe things are shaping up? Can you see a little bit? Can you feel little by little the feeling of things shaping up? It's exciting, isn't it? You know what, by the end of this video, when you will see the result, you will be so proud of yourself because you would have designed such an amazing website with such an incredible speed. You will become a web designer. Guess why? You can start your own web design agency. The tools I am showing you, the themes, the plugins, you will have a unique selling point. every time you will go to the client, you will not be like, oh, I will make you a website. No, 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 no. You are going to make them a website that is blazing fast, faster than any of their competitors, and that will convert like crazy, right? Because people are gonna love you when you are gonna help them make money. Now this has been done. Let's go back to the dashboard of CrazyDo. Let's click on cross. Now one thing we want to do is we want to remove this sample page from here for now, because we don't need this. In order to do that, we will go to dashboard, pages, because sample page is a page. We will click on all pages. If you see in here, this is where we are going to create this page, right? This page you can see here, we are going to create in the pages. But for now, what we need to do is we need to remove this sample page from here. We do not want this here for now. We'll go on, click on edit and click on switch to draft. CrazyDo says, are you sure you want to unpublish this post? Okay, yes, I want to unpublish this post, right? This probably has been done. Let's go back to all pages. Let's refresh this and check this out. It has gone. The sample page has gone, which is awesome. This is exactly what we wanted. Enough of the foreplay. It's time to get into the real action. We have set up everything. We have set up an amazing foundation. We have set up our colors, our typography. We have set up our hosting. We have set up our domains. Can you even imagine how many things we have set up, right? And it's only been like what, few minutes or maybe few hours, I don't know. But I'm tired for now, so I will go to sleep, and tomorrow we will come back to this video. So see you tomorrow. Right guys, up until now we have laid a rock solid foundation for our brand and implemented the brand guideline. As you can see, I'm in a small bubble now, right? Because I think that square was taking up too much space, and I do not want the square to take too much space up. I want you to see the screen and not my CrazyDo smiling face. Okay, so enough foreplay. Let's get into the action and start building the website. Okay, so this is what our website CrazyDo looks like at the moment, but we want it to look like this. In order for our website CrazyDo to look like Crazy Fast Themes, the demo website, the first thing we are going to do is go ahead and set up the home page. Back to the dashboard to pages. This is where we are going to build the page, which will look exactly like crazythemes.com. Go to all pages. Underneath all pages, add new. Click on add new, add title. It says in here add title. We will call this home page because this will be our front page of the website or the home page, right? We have given it a title. On the right hand side, if you look in here, it says page and block. We will select the page, and then the first thing we are going to go is check the permalink. We will leave the feature image as it is. We will leave the discussion as it is, page attributes as it is, with the layout and sidebar layout. Let's click on no sidebar. We will leave the footer widgets as it is because we do not have any footer widgets on the website. For the content container, we will choose full width. If you go down here, if you look in here, disable elements, we will go ahead and disable the content title. What we don't want is to show the title on the home page. We will disable it. Then we will go and save the draft. This is what the preview of the page we are building it looks like. There is no sidebar in here. There is a header on the top and then the footer. There is nothing. Everything else we will build in between. So we have successfully set up our home page. Now let's go ahead and build the sections of the home page. Now that the page is set up properly, it is time to build our first section, which is the attention. You can also call it hook or the hero section. But before we start building that, let me ask you a question. Do you know what is the most valuable thing someone can give you? Well, You might say money. Wrong. It's not money. It's the attention. The most valuable thing someone can give you is their attention. For as long as you have someone's attention, the conversion is the byproduct. And the second question is, what is the most important thing to do if you want someone's attention? And you might think, wow, we need to have a stunning website. Well, that's right. But the most important thing if you need someone attention is to turn up instantly when they are ready to give you their attention. Never make people wait. And that's why speed and the performance is so important. And I emphasize so much on making sure that your websites load in under a second. Instant load times mean instant opportunity to get attention of your ideal client, which brings me to our first section we are building today, and that is the attention section. This is also called the hero section. It is undoubtedly the most important section on your website. This is where your users will decide whether they want to stay on your website or they want to go to your competitor. So it's really, and then make it right. Okay, at this time, most course creators, interest instructors, and other YouTubers will introduce you to page builders like Element, Divi, etc. But not with me. And the reason I never build my own websites or my client websites with the page builders is because even if you are able to get a decent load time on desktop, the page builders, according to my experience, are really slow on the mobile. With more and more people using mobile to access, the website, it is really important that website is future proof and loads in under 2.5 seconds on mobile. If you look at our demo site, it loads in under 2 seconds on mobile as well. So why does our website load crazy fast on mobile as well as on desktop? Under half a second load time on desktop and under 2 seconds load time on mobile. This is because we are not using page builders to build the site. Instead, we will be using something else, and that something else is 2 sets of free block plugins. Yes, that's right. We will use 2 sets of blocks. The first blocks we will be using today is called generate blocks. This will make up to 80% of our website. The second one we will be using today is called cadence blocks, and this will make up about 10 to 15% of our websites. We will only be using one block from this because 80 to 85% of the site we are building today is made up of generate blocks. I will briefly introduce you to generate blocks, and the rest we will learn whilst doing, because the best way to learn is by doing and not by theory or not by the lectures. Generate blocks is made up of 4 blocks. That's it. These 4 blocks: a container block, grid block, headline block, and the buttons block. This is all what generate blocks is made up of, and we will use this to build a stunning website. How awesome is that? If you remember previously, we have already installed the generate blocks via the plugins when we were installing the plugins. The reason I use these 2 blocks to build website is not just because they are lightweight and blazing fast. It is also because they are easy to learn compared to page builders like Divi and Elementor, which are overwhelming, and for a newbie it takes ages to learn those page builders. The learning curve with these blocks, generate blocks, these 4 blocks, and cadence blocks is really small. Now that you have a clear understanding of why and what we will build our page with, let's get started. This is the demo site, and we will build this page in 2 different parts. First, we will build it without the gradients using simple colors. Once we have finished building the page using simple colors, we will gradientify it in less than 5 minutes. This is what the attention section looks like. Screenshot. This is what the attention section looks like on the demo site. Looks complicated, right? But what if I told you it is as simple as a pie? Let's look at the wireframe of this section. This is the wireframe of this section. All this section is built of blocks. So basically the first one is container block, as you can see in here. I call this parent container, and the reason I call it parent container is because I want to make things easy. Within the parent container, we have grid. So what is grid? Grid is basically 2 containers or 3 containers or 4 containers all aligned equally, so that it's easy for us to build the website. So this is the grid. The grid consists of 2 containers. Inside the container 1, we have a H3 heading 3 block, heading 1 block, paragraph block, and a button block. That is all it is. Inside the container 2, we have an image block, and that's it. Nothing else. Let's look at the screenshot. This is the attention section. First, we have a parent block, which is red. Inside that block, there are 2 blocks which are grid. You might not be able to see it now, but when we will be building, you will be able to check it out. Inside the first container, we have this H3, then we have H1, then we have paragraph, and then we have a button. That is all we have in container 1. And then in container 2, we have this image. That's it. Another thing to notice here is that the first container covers the 60% of the space in there. Second container covers the 40%, and I will show you how to do it now. So let's go ahead and build it in our website. Back to the edit page. Here we are on the page we are creating. Now if you look in here, home page, underneath the home page, it says type or to choose a block. The first thing we will do in order to create the parent container is go to this plus sign, click on it, and in the search bar I will write container. There it is, container. Now the container is here. Now the first thing we will do is we will style this container. If you want to style this container, look on the right hand side. It says block in here. We will click on the block to style the container. So the layout container is full width. Inner container is contained width. Container width is 1200 pixel, which is absolutely brilliant. Typography, we will leave everything as it is. For the spacing, for the top padding, I will go with 135 pixel, right 40 pixel, bottom 200 pixel, and left 40 pixel as well, just to space everything up. We do not need to do anything else. No margin, no border size, no border radius for now, nothing. Straight to the colors. The background color we will use background color 2, global color 2 as a background. As soon as we click the global color 2, you see that this lock has turned into a global color 2 background. Text color, we will choose text color as white. Link color we will leave as it is. Link hover we will leave as it is. Okay, let's look at what our page looks like now. Preview in the new tab. This is what our page looks like now, right? So we have this amazing container in here. Looking at the wireframe, we have managed to make a parent container. So what's the next step after that? After that, we need these 2 containers. We will add these 2 containers by going to the grid section. Let's do this. Again, the plus sign in here which says add block, click on it and write grid in here. If you write grid, you will see this grid, select it. So there are plenty of layouts you can create. This is 1 column grid, this is 2 column grid made of 2 containers, 3 column grid, 4 column grid, 25% column, and then 75%. So it's all different. You can use this grid according to what your needs are. So we will be selecting 2 column grid in here, right? As you can see, now we are going to style this grid. Why? Because we need to give some space in between the both sections. Horizontal gap I will select as 30 pixel. Now you can see that there's a gap in between. Vertical gap is 30 pixel as well. Look at this wireframe. This is 60% and this is 40% of the space. So we also need to sort that out. First, I will click on the right hand side container. As you can see, grid is made up of 2 containers. Don't forget, grid is made up of 2 containers. I have selected the container on the right hand side, and the container width in this case is 50%. Right, it's divided into 2 equal parts of 50%. I will go ahead and change this to 40%, right? So now this is only covering the 40% of the space. As you can see in here, the first container is covering 50% of the space. I will increase this to 60%, right? So the container width is 60%. Check this out, right? So we have 1 container, 60%, the second container 40%, exactly like this. We have managed to create a grid. First we created a parent container, second we created a 2-column grid, container 1 which is 60% and container 2 which is 40%. Now what do we need to do? Always remember, the container is not just a container, because I make websites every day. I only call it container, but this is basically a container block, right? Now what we need to do is, inside the container 1 we will need to put headline 3, headline 1, paragraph and button, back to where we were building. In here I will click, and as soon as I select this will appear, right? I'll click on the plus sign, add block, and I will write here headline. Please do not write H1 or H2 or H3, just the headline block, because remember, generate blocks is made up of 4 blocks: container, grid, headline and buttons. This is all we will be using. Do not use any other block for now. We will write the headline block. This is the headline block you need to choose. This heading is the native WordPress block. We are not going to use it because it is not easy to style the native blocks, whereas it is really easy to style the generated block. So I'll select the headline block. From the top I will select H3. Look at this, the headline block is here, and I will select H3 from here because this is H3 block. In here I will write free download, and then that's it. If you look at this, if you look at the demo site, the color of this free download is not white, so I will color it as well. Now that we are working on the headline block, in here on the right hand side you can see the headline block. You can actually style the block. You can move it up or down with the spacing, right? Or create space, whatever you want to do. Or you can select the colors. The background color we will leave as it is for now. For the text color we will select global color 4, because that is the color which is in the demo site. So global color 4, and we will leave everything as it is. The second thing we are going to do is, we are going to click just underneath the free download, and you can see there's another option to add another block. Here we will add our H1 block according to this wireframe. Look at this wireframe, a container H3. We have already put H3. Now we want to place H1 in here. H1, okay. So H1, we will select headline block. Remember, headline block, then H1, right? Now we are going to write our headline: launch a stunning WordPress site without breaking the bank. This is the H1 block, heading 1. If you look on the right hand side, the headline block, we can style this, but all we need to do for now is go to colors and select the text color as GC5. Sorry, I think I'm in the picture, but this is GC5, global color 5 we are selecting. Let's check it in the preview tab. Whatever we do, we check the preview tab. Okay, launch a stunning WordPress site without breaking the bank. Similar, this is done. If you click just underneath the headline block, you will be able to add another block. Just look at in here, add block, because we are putting everything in the container. If you're unsure about the container, simply click on list view section. It will tell you what we are building: a container. Inside the container there is a grid. Inside the grid there is another container block. Then we have a headline block which is H3, another headline block which is H1. Now what do we need to add? The paragraph block. So I'll go back, cross this, underneath the headline another add block, and just choose paragraph. Okay, I've chosen the paragraph block. Okay, as I have already written the copy of the website in Grammarly, I've simply just gone ahead, copied the text from the Grammarly, and I'm pasting it here. Check this out, it has been pasted here. Right, I would suggest that you write all the text in Grammarly and then copy and paste this text in here, because otherwise the styling of paragraph can be an issue. I will show you how to sort those issues out in the later date, but for now, because this is a crash course, I want everything to be easy. So if you want a paragraph like this with three lines and text, just write it in the Grammarly and copy and paste it here. What is the last thing we need to add to this container? Button. We need to add the button. So let's go back to where we are building. Again, if you select the container itself, you can see the add block in here. Just click on this right button. Okay, remember, please do not select either this buttons or the advanced button, because this is the native WordPress button and it is not easy to style it, right? This is the cadence block buttons, because we want to keep everything coherent in container 1. On this section, the attention section, we will be using the generate blocks buttons. So let's go ahead and click on the button. Okay, the button is here. Let's grab for free. Now we need to style this button. In order to style this button, as you can see on the right hand side, it says block and then the button block. What we need to do is we need to first sort out its colors. I am in the picture. This is horrible, but anyway, I'll make sure that you are able to see what we are doing here. So background color we will select as GC3, global color 3, as you can see here, and the color has changed in here as well. For the text color we will leave it as it is. For the border color we will choose the white. The background color has been done, the text color has been done, and the border color has been done. So spacing, this is where we are going to put a border to it. As you can see, for the border, as you can see on the demo site, that there is a border around this button. We need to create this border. Simply go back to edit page. The border size, I will write 2 in here, and if I click this button, it will put 2 border around 2 pixels of border around it. Okay, so as you can see in here, it has changed. It's 2 pixel of borders. Now because on our this side we are building, the button does not have the curves, the radius, so we are going to introduce a radius here. First I will click on this sync button on the right hand side and write 3 in here. Right, okay, now I think that we might have a radius around the button along with the button border. Click on preview in the new tab, and there you go. Now we have a button around the border as well, but this border looks a bit thick, so we will change the border size to 3 and preview again. Yes, this looks like the one we are after. Okay, as you might be able to see that on the background of this demo website is a blue, from light blue to dark blue in color, and the heading has a gradient. As I've already explained, first we will build this page in simple colors. Once we have finished building the page, we will put all these gradients in less than 5 minutes. They are really easy, but you have to be a bit patient with me. If you will be patient with me, the end result will be so awesome. You are gonna love it. So let's go ahead and go back to our page we are building. This is the page we are building. This is what it looks like now, a heading. But here's another thing. The paragraph blocks has a different color. Let's change the color of the paragraph block to the one which is here. Select the paragraph block. This is selected. Look, block, paragraph block. If you click on the right hand side, you can see color, text. We need to change the text, not the background. Please remember, we are changing the text only, and we are choosing global color 4 for this. As soon as we chose global color 4, it has been changed in here. Let's preview. Right, so here it is. That is what it looks like now. It looks quite acceptable. Let's go back. Now the second thing we need to do is, okay, so the container 1 inside the parent container has been done. What we have done is we have put H3 block, H1 block, paragraph block, and button block. Now we are going to go and design container 2, which only contains the image block. So let's go back to the page we are working with. Click on here, select is selected. We will go to the add block and simply write image in here. Okay, now we will be able to upload the image. The image we will be using is this one. It's absolutely stunning. It actually goes with what we are trying to do. Because we are saying launch a stunning WordPress site, the guy is launching. This is exactly what we want. If someone wants to launch the business, we need to create that emotional connection with them. And in order to create the emotional connection of the launch of something, just launching, just doing, rather than thinking about it, doing it, here is the image we are going to use. This image goes perfectly with anything which is related to the launch, and I got this image from free. Can you believe? I got this image from free, and I will tell you right now where you can get it for free. Okay, if you go to pixeltrue.com/free illustrations and you start scrolling down, this is gonna get interesting. After a bit, you will see this pop out. It says, get our 20 best illustrations free. All you need to do is enter your first name and email. I will put the link to the website in the description so you can get an amazing image like this for free. I would like to thank Warren from Pixel True for allowing people to download these amazing images for free initially. I have actually bought it for our website WP Buzz. I bought the whole pack, but you can get this specific image for free. We are only using the free images for the website we are designing. So all you need to do is put your first name here, email address, and then click on download. And Warren from Pixel True and Warren and Angie, I'm not gonna forget Angie because Angie is so awesome. When I submitted this design to Warren, because they said that if you have designed something using Pixel True images, illustrations, just send it to us and you might win a free avatar. Guess what? I did that. I entered that competition because let me tell you one thing, in Britain they say if you don't ask, you don't get it. So I have gone ahead and entered the competition, and guess what? I won the free avatar. Yes, yes, yes. And Angie made that avatar and sent it to me, and I'm so happy. I'm gonna put that avatar. Maybe I'm looking a bit different in the avatar because at the time, I was a little bit slim. Not that I look too bad now. I'm perfectly happy as I am because I love what I am. But oh, where are we slipping to? Where are we slipping to? We were designing the website, not talking about avatars, right? So this is the website, pixeltrue.com/free illustrations. You can go in here and get your free illustrations. This is the illustration we will be using. I've already got this illustration saved in my computer I'm working with. Today I'm using a computer. Even though that I have this massive screen, I'm building everything according to the 13-inch laptop. And the reason I'm building everything in a kind of a laptop preview, this is like a laptop kind of preview, because screen sizes are getting small and small. What looks good on laptop will look good on the big screen as well. But with laptop, because so many people have so many laptops, I just want to make sure that everything we are doing, demo site we are building, looks as good on desktop, as good as it looks on the laptop, and as good as it looks on the mobile. So we want to make sure that it looks good on all screen sizes. So I will go ahead and click on upload. I will click on startup rocket launch and upload the image. Right, the image has been uploaded. Let's click on preview. Okay, oh my god, that doesn't look like the demo site. Ooh, it doesn't look like. Okay, this image is bit too low, right? It is bit too low. But do not worry, we are going to fix this, right? And what we need to do is we need to actually bring it up a little bit so that it's looking from the top right down, right? Looking from the top down. At the moment it is the image, the illustration, this illustration is starting from here. It should go a little bit up. We need to give that right emotional connection to this. So how are we going to achieve it? Very important. If we want to move this illustration up, we need to select the container, not the image block, the container block. I have gone ahead and selected the container just to be sure that we are selecting the container and not the image block. If you look at the right hand side, the control panel or the cockpit of this block, I call it the cockpit of the block. Oh man, that's awesome. So just click on the block, the container. Okay, we know now that we have selected the container. we want to move it up, all we have to do is go to spacing and the margin, not the padding. We will go to the margin and write -40. It should now be going up. So preview, preview in new tab, and check this out. Wow, it looks stunning, isn't it? It looks absolutely awesome, right? The image, the illustration has moved up. The guy has actually launched. The guy has launched up, right? And now it looks absolutely stunning. Wow, that is awesome, right? So check this out, right? It looks like complete because we will be building everything in simple colors first. The gradient bit will come later. Okay, so section 1 seems like it is almost complete, but is it? Guess not at the moment. We are going to check whether our website looks as good on mobile, as good as it is looking on the desktop, which is here. So in order to do that, I will go ahead and first publish this page. And the reason I'm publishing this page is that usually this is what I do. I design the whole page. Once the design is completed, I go ahead and I check it in a website called Responsinator. This is the website. It shows what our page looks like on different screen sizes. This is what I do. I do this and I have already finished creating the page. But because with you, I just want to make sure that we get the section 1 right, I will go ahead and publish this page. I will click on publish and then publish. Wow, the page is already published. We can actually view it. I will right click view page, open in new tab, because I do not want to close this window. This is what our site looks like. I will remove this home page in a bit. This is what our website looks like on desktop. I will have to check what it looks like on the mobile. Copy, Responsinator, enter your site. We will enter the URL of our site. Click on go and check this out. It looks okay, but here is an issue. The illustration is headbutting the button, which is not good. We want the illustration to drop down a little bit just on mobile, not on the desktop. So how are we going to fix that? We will go to the edit page, select the container. Remember, let's cross the control panel. Select the container, not the image block, the container block, the container which contains the illustration block. I will go, if you seen here, it says tablet, and then I will go to the mobile. Just on the mobile, okay, I will click on spacing, and where it says margin, if you remember, we moved our illustration up a little bit so that it can align with this, with the wordings, with the text on the right. We are going to remove that for just mobile only. I will go ahead and click 0 on here, okay, and update the page. Now I will again go back to the desktop version, page updated. Right click, open in new tab. It has made no change on the desktop, on the laptop. Let's see what it looks like on the mobile. Back to responsinator.com, enter, and I will click home page, paste, and click on go. Right, check this out. It has dropped down a little bit. Now our illustration is not headbutting our button, so it looks a lot better. This is what our section 1 looks like on mobile, and this is what our section 1 looks like on the laptop. Yes, it does not have gradients at the moment, but we will gradientify everything once we have finished building the page. So my friends, this is what we have done. We have managed to design the attention section in order to grab the attention of our users. We went ahead, first we designed the parent container, then we put 2 grids in it with 2 containers. Inside the first container we put a heading block, h3 block, h1 block, the paragraph block, and the buttons block. Inside container 2 we put the illustration. After we styled everything, this is the result. Not bad, is it? So section 1, my friends, have been done. This is what section 1 looks like on the desktop, and this is what it looks like on the mobile. I don't think this is mobile fits my screen. This mobile is so big, like I've never seen a mobile as big as this, but that is not an issue for as long as we have a good idea. Once we have finished building the website, we can actually check it on, test it on our own mobiles, the real mobiles, and see if it needs to go up or down, right or left, whatever needs going up, down, right, left. There is simple. Just choose that container, go to spacing, padding, left, right, padding, no problem. You want to move to the right padding 40. You want to move to the left padding. So everything can be done, but for now there is no need for that. And that is how, my friends, people, that is how section 1 is complete. As easy as that, as simple as that. Container block, headline block, paragraph block, button block, container block, headline block. This is all it is. This is how you can literally create any design. You want illustration on the left, right? Just put a container on the left and put illustration in it. You want illustration on the top, stack the containers top, up and down. The possibilities of whatever you want to design are endless. Okay, so this is the end to section 1. Let's move on to section 2. Okay, you beautiful people. So we have finished the section 1. It is time to move to the section 2. Section 1 was all about getting the attention of our user, of our readers, of our website visitors. Now that we have managed to get their attention with beautiful hook on the left and a beautiful image on the right, it is time to generate their interest. Purpose of your website is to make people read more and more, engage more and more, load instantly and make them read, give them exactly what they want. In section 2, we are going to create the interest in minds of our readers. Because we have got their attention, we need to keep that attention. And to keep that attention, you need to generate interest according to the IDA framework. IDA framework rocks. You will see once you implement this framework, your conversions are going to skyrocket, subject to if you got a good copy and if you have a brilliant product, because there is no point using all these frameworks if your product is not awesome. You need to have an awesome product and then awesome frameworks to sell that product. This is what section 2, the interest section, looks like on the demo site. First, we got the attention of our users. We said, look, if you want to launch a stunning WordPress site without breaking the bank, why not go ahead and download this amazing template we are designing on the top of GeneratePress and launch a highly converting website. We gave them some more benefits, like why they should be downloading, because if people must be asking them, like, why is Crazy doing giving me everything for free when I can spend a lot of money and get it, like, why get it for free? But no, what we need to tell them that, look, you can either go ahead and spend all that kind of money building a stunning design, right, with a modern UI UX, blazing fast, which loads in under half a second, SEO optimized with built-in accessibility, or you can go and spend money. I mean, if you have too much money, if you're mega rich, you wanna spend money on stuff which you don't have to, why not go ahead and do it? But for someone like me, I would not do that. If I can get something as amazing as this template, I will not spend money on it. Moving on to the section 2, this is what section 2 is. In section 2, we are telling them that, look, why reinvent the wheel? Why you want to reinvent the wheel? You can save your time, money and energy. I think a lot of people would agree that it's important, it's good if you can save your time, money and energy. Why not? Like, it's beneficial. So we are telling them, download the Modern Diva, Crazy Do Modern Diva, and launch your brand today. I named this template the Crazy Do the Modern Diva, so they can launch their brand. We are also telling them that this scores 100 out of 100 on Google PageSpeed test, which is phenomenal, right? How many times you go to website and it loads in under half a second? Not many times, you see. So we are giving them an image as well. In here, if you do not have an image, if you are changing it according to your industry, you can actually quote someone influencer, or put a testimonial in here, and like saying, for example, if you are selling a recipe book, you can actually put a testimonial of your customer saying, oh, the best recipes in the world, the easiest recipes. Everything has to be focused to the benefit that if we were building a book, why would someone buy our book? Because if we were selling a recipe book, why would someone buy a recipe book from us? Why? Because this is the best recipe book at that price, and the recipes are tried and tested, used by Michelin star chefs. Ha ha ha, how awesome is that? So you need to get that testimonial. If you are selling a book, I'd put testimonial here. But because I am selling a stunning performance based template in here, I have gone ahead and used my own USP, my own unique selling point, and that is PageSpeed performance. Because design can be subjective, performance is not subjective, right? You can literally, one person can look at one design and say, wow, it's awesome, and then the other person might say about the same design that, oh, it's ugly, it's dirty, like, I hate it. But what about performance? If one person can look at a thing and it loads in under half a second, right, the other person cannot say, oh, no, 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 my performance is better even though that my website loads in 10 seconds. No, design is subjective, performance is not, and that is what I'm selling here, the perform. Back to the design part. So if you look at the design part, this is a section 2, which where we will generate the interest of our readers. Normally you put facts in here, but because we are doing things a little bit differently according to what we are trying to sell, I will also go ahead and show you the wireframe. This is a wireframe of section 2. You might think this is a little bit different, but let me explain why. Okay, we have a parent container, the container block. I call it the parent container block. I've already told you the first container I always built in any section, I call it the parent container. That doesn't mean that the name of the block is parent container. This is just so that it makes it easier for me and for you to remember that everything goes into the parent container. So the first container here is the parent container. The second container is this container, and guess what, this container is built within the parent container. However, if you look at the demo site, the parent container finishes here. Just have a look here, right? But the container which is inside is going a little bit up, and I will tell you how to achieve that effect. Okay, so let me explain the wireframe. First, we have a container. Inside the container we have another container which has a lot of spacing, and I will show you in a bit how to create that spacing. Inside that container we have a h3 heading block with an icon, another heading block, then we have a paragraph, and then we have an image which is linked to the results, the performance results. I mean, we can keep on talking about this, but you will never be able to understand it. So the best thing is to go ahead and actually design this section so that you know what we are talking about. Let's go to the edit page. Okay, this is section 1. Now, in order to design section 2, what we will need to do is leave section 1 as it is here. Go to this plus icon which says add block and click on add block. Now remember, and then choose the container. If this option is not here, type container in the search bar, click container. Again, as this is a parent container, the first thing we will do is we will style it, and in order to style it we need to create some space. Okay, for the top we will go to the 30, for the right we will go 40, again bottom we will go with 80 pixel. These are all pixels. Please remember to choose pixel from here. Do not choose m units or the percentage. Pixel, please. We are doing everything in pixels because I find it easy and you might find it easy as well. So if you want to play around with things, go ahead and play around. You never know, you might come across something amazing. It's always when we play around we learn best. It's never about studying, it's about doing. When you do things, you play, you check, and you learn best. So the padding has been done. the second thing we will do is go to the colors, and we will choose the background color as GC2, global color 2 right here. The text color, as I've already mentioned, will be global color 5. Okay, now that the parent container is styled container, if you look on this, by the way, you will be able to find all these wireframes in that download folder. Once you go to the download folders, you will find the wireframes, the images being used, the icon being used, except the main hero image, which you will be able to get it for free, as I have explained you in section 1. So inside the parent container, we will have to add another container. Let's go ahead. This is the parent container. Let's look at what it looks like at the moment. This is what it looks like. Nothing. We'll go to section 2, and within the container we will add another block, and that block will be called container. If you cannot find the container selection here, please type container in the search bar. Another container. Now if you look in here, this container has a lot of spacing and it is inside this big container. So what we will do is we will just make sure that this container is inside the parent container. If you are unsure if you've added the right containers, you can click on the list view, come down, container, and another container. This is the container we will be styling. Now I want to share with you another amazing thing as well. What we will do is I will go ahead and click on these three options button on here and select the spotlight mode. What the spotlight mode does, it that allows us to work in the section we are working. So it has actually grayed out the top section, the section 1, which is already complete. So here we are in section 2. I have selected the parent container. Now the container within the parent container has been selected. Check block container. The container we want to go with contained with on this one. The container contained with. The reason we are going with contained with is because this container has to go inside the parent container and it should look a bit different. Container width we will select 900 pixel, right? And as for the spacing, we will leave typography as it is because we have already set the typography initially when we were setting up the brand guidelines. We managed to set up the typography in the generate press. So we will go ahead and click on the block, and first we will okay, so we are styling the baby container as I would call it. There will be padding. I will go ahead, and this is the demo site. As you can see, there is a lot of space around. Okay, this space we are going to create by using the padding, the headings and the paragraph and the image to be inside the padding. So let's go ahead and do it. The top padding will be 80. The right padding will also be 80. Bottom will be 100 and the left will be 80. You know, as you are designing this, you will be able to see changes being made here. For example, if I remove this, you see it has moved to the left, but I need to have spacing on the left, so 80. Also, if you look at the demo website here, the corners of this container are rounded, right? So these are not the sharp corners we have at the moment, they are rounded. So how do we round the corners? We will go to the border radius, scroll down, border radius, click on sync, and then write 3 in here, and then the corners are rounded as well. Now we have to change the background color of this container because we want to separate it from the parent container, and I will use background color global color 1, and as you can see, this color has been implemented. I will, for the text color, I will choose global color 5. Global color 5. You might not be able to see it, but here it says global color 5. So this is what section 2 looks like. Now what do we need to do? Back to the wireframe. We have made the parent container. Inside the parent container, we have the baby container, and inside the baby container, we need H3, a heading block, another heading block, a paragraph block, and image with link. So a wise man once said, add headline. Add block, select headline. Please only select this block. Look at this. Do not select the heading or advanced headline or anything else. Just the headline block. Change headline element. We will change the element to H3, and I will write what is it written here? It says, why reinvent the wheel? Why reinvent the wheel? Why? Paste. I will change the alignment to the center. I will also go ahead and change the color of this heading by clicking on the colors on the right, and then text color as global color 4. Why reinvent the wheel? Also, you can see here that there is an icon. This is an icon. If you go to your resources folder and within the Modern Diva folder, you will be able to see a text file which is called H3 icon. Just go to that, select, open that, select all, copy H3. I will go to the icon and paste it here. There you go. Now you have an icon, variant invent the wheel, next to the heading. If you scroll down, scroll down, change the icon size to 1.5. It looks a little better. H3 has been done. Let's click at the bottom of H3, and then now you can add another block. Let's go ahead and add the headline block. This will be H2. Save your time and money, right? And I will also change the text alignment to the center. I will go to the color section and change the text color to white. Now I will click at the bottom again to add another block. I will add a paragraph block in here, and I will copy and paste, download the Modern Diva and launch your brand today. Let's go and align this text center. Now whatever I am building, all the copy I've written is actually, just sat down and wrapped the copy. This is not really a right copy. It doesn't, but this is what it is at the moment, and I think it is good enough for the demonstration purposes. What I will do is, as I will go ahead and launch this crazy do website, I will also change the copy a little bit to make it even more conversion focused, but for now, or I might just get a help of a professional copywriter. We have the paragraph. Let's look at the wireframe. So we have gone ahead inside the container. We created a H3 block, then a H2 block, headline 2 block, then paragraph. Now we need an image. The image I will be using is the one for demonstration purposes. Okay, when you will go to the resources folder, you will find this PNG file. It is called crazy.do. Go ahead and download that file because you would need it. I will turn this, I will cross this. I'll go ahead, click on add block and add an image block. Okay, I've uploaded the image. Now I need to move it to the center, align center. The image block, once you are working with any block, anything you will add would already be selected here. If you look at here on the top right corner, it says block image. I will write alt text because this is important for SEO purposes, and the alt text I will be using will be crazy do speed result. I will also go ahead and change the image dimensions, right? I have changed the image dimensions to 75%. I will go ahead and see how it looks. So this is what it looks at the moment. It is not looking too bad. It is not looking too shabby. Now what we need to do is we need to link this image to the actual results. All I need to do is click on the image, and here it says insert link. I will insert the links once I have built the website and I've checked the speed, which I'm sure will load in under half a second. I will put that link in here. Okay, so we have built the container. Inside the parent container, we have managed to design another container. Inside that container, we have designed a H3, H2 paragraph and an image with link, which we will insert later. Now I need to move this container a little bit up. So the baby container, we need to move it up so that it looks better once we gradientify it. It looks stunning once we put gradients in it. In order to do that, I will go ahead and select this container. Right, I've selected the baby container now. As you can see, the blue line has appeared. I will go ahead, go to spacing, and go to the margin bit, okay, because we are moving the whole container up. I will go to the margin and write minus, remember, 110. Look at that. Can you see now? It has gone up, it has moved up from its papa container, parent container, and gone into section 1, and this is exactly what we wanted. Let's preview this. Preview in new tab, and there you go. You might not be able to see in the preview, right, because the background is same, but if you have a different background, you will be able to see that now this baby container has moved up, right, from its papa container and gone into section 1, which once we will gradientify, it will look absolutely stunning. So now we have built 2 sections. We have section 1, which gets the attention of the user, and then we have section 2, which gets the interest of the user. We have managed to get attention, we have managed to get their interest. Now it is time to create some desire by designing section 3. Yes, let's do it. Okay, I'm filming this part right in the middle of while doing the website because I forgot something in section 2. Now the section 2 is here. Let's go ahead and update the page just to check what does it look like in the mobile view, because we do not want the mobile to look bad. So I'll go ahead and update it. Page updated, view page, open a new tab. I will copy this here and go to responsinator. I will copy and paste here, click on go. Just let's go down, and guess what, it doesn't look very nice on mobile, and the reason, there's too much padding space in here. We need to sort that out. And how we sort this, we'll go back, select the baby container right from the list view, not the first container, the container we put inside. We have selected the container. Let's go to the mobile. We have gone and selected the mobile option in here, container mobile, and the spacing, as you can see, the padding here is 80, and we will do it 20. And let's go ahead and update it. Let's click on desktop here and view page. Let's view page. Now that we are going to view the page, it will not look any different on the desktop, but will it look any better on the responsinator? I will copy here, copy responsinator website, remove the old URL. Let's go to the home page, enter your site, paste, and go. Okay, it's loaded. Let's go down, and there you go. It's not looking too bad on the mobile now. There is not a lot of space. It is looking absolutely brilliant. Let's go ahead and design section 3. Okay, this is what section 3 looks like. The section 3 is all about desire, and let me tell you something about section 3. Now this might surprise you, but guess what? No one cares about you. That's right. No one cares about you. All people care about is what you can do for them, what your product can do for them. You see, and in this section, we will tell the people what your product can do for them by generating desire. We can also call this section benefits. In this section, we will tell the users that why our template is the best template out there. Let me show you first on the website. So guaranteed, we start with a heading, a site like no other. Of course, there's no site like this because it's built on frameworks. It scores 100 out of 100. Like, which other website do you think is scoring 100 out of 100 and loading in under half a second on Google PageSpeed test? Literally, I've not come across any. I mean, if you have come across any, just comment them. Anyway, that's enough for the joke. So we're gonna tell them it converts like crazy. The reason people should be downloading and using our template, including you, if you want to use and download and use this template. And the reason because it converts like crazy. As we know, it's already built using the IDA framework. and it is lightning fast. Okay, it is SEO optimized. Once we have finished with the website, when you will check this site using different SEO tools, free tools available online, you will figure out that this is SEO optimized. In fact, Google is giving it 100 out of 100 SEO score. Check this out. This is the Google PageSpeed tool Lighthouse score. It's saying it's 100 out of 100 on SEO. Usually what happens is that first people teach you, the course creators and all these people teach you how to create a website. Then they will teach you how to speed it up by using different cache plugins which are actually paid mostly, and different CDNs which are paid, and then they teach you how to SEO optimize it, right? But none of that is true with our course, right? We are building something which is already crazy fast without using any cache plugins, without paying money to WP Rocket, without paying money to deep pages, flying pages, X pages, and Y pages, because without using any code optimization plugins like Optimize, without using any image optimization plugins, our site will load in half a second. And the reason, because most of the things you will have to pay for are already included in the platform. Back to the benefits section, right? Built-in accessibility. This is what a lot of people miss, and we shouldn't be doing it. People are excluding a vast majority of our own people who have accessibility issues. So when you build a website and you make it accessible for each and everyone, regardless of their ability, you are doing two good things. You are doing something which is ethically and morally the right thing to do. And the second thing you are doing good is that you are doing your business a favor by tapping into that market, the accessibility market, which is often neglected by big brands. Okay, number 3, bite-sized chunks. This website, because it uses IDA, it is divided into bite-sized chunks. It does not overwhelm your readers, right? If you use, or if your end user, let's say you are building a website for your family, your uncle, or if you are building a website for the agency, make sure that everything is in small chunks and there are no like huge amount of text, because people have, in this day and age, in the day and age of TikTok, will have very short attention spans. So it's really important that whatever you want to deliver, you load instantly and deliver instantly. Do not make people wait. Waiting is a bad thing when it comes to conversions. Why people should download the Crazy Do Modern Diva is because you can actually see how it is made. A step-by-step video which I'm making now. You can see how it is made, and then you can make it yours. You can customize it. You can change the copy. You can change the colors. You can literally change the design, because all we are doing is using 4 blocks to design everything. All other websites I design for my clients, they just use 4 blocks. 4 blocks is all you need, right? Whatever you want to change in here, whatever you want to design, just ask me in the comments and I will come back to you with an answer. And I'll tell you this is what you need to do. And the other reason we are using GeneratePress is because GeneratePress theme is so awesome that anytime you have any trouble, right? You have a design question, you go in there and you ask GeneratePress, and these guys literally will write a CSS code for you. I learned all these things. I cannot code, right? I learned all these things from the forums, from GeneratePress. Now let me bring you back to the wireframe. This is a wireframe of section 3. All it is, a container block. Inside a container block, we have a headline block, h3 with icon, and then we have a h2 block. Okay, then after that we have a grid with 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. In the previous section we used the grid, okay, but that grid was 2 columns. In section 1, when we were using the grid, that grid was 2 columns made up of 2 containers. In here we are using a grid with 3 columns made up of 3 containers, right? And in each container, in container block, we have a h3 with icon and a paragraph, a h3 headline with icon block and a paragraph, a headline block and a paragraph. That is all it is. Same with other containers as well. You will see that once we will create these 3 grids, we'll just keep on adding containers. You can add as many containers as you want, right? And you will have this amazing section. So let's go ahead and build it. This is section 2. We are not working in it. If you come to the bottom of section 2 and click on add block, just choose container. That's it, right? We have chosen the container. The section 2 is grayed out because remember we used the spotlight mode, which means that our WordPress customizer will only show us blocks we are working with. This is so awesome, isn't it? Like, we won't be confused. We won't be putting one block in another. But even if you are confused, even if you are putting one block in another, it's all part of a learning curve, right? You will probably miss containers, but guess what? Ask in the question sections and I will tell you that no, you know, this container goes here, that container goes there. You can also download this template for free and then just watch this video and see how it is made. You will have a very clear idea of how it is made. If it is too difficult for you to make, but let me tell you one thing, if you can make this template, you can make another template. What is good for the gander? Oh, no, no, no. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. If you can make this website, you can literally make any other website, because every time you will look at a website which is made and you will say, wow, container here, image here, headline here, container, paragraph, another container, move container up, move container down. Oh, we need some padding, we need some space. That is all it is. Now we have added the container. Let's check, let's style this parent container first. I always call the first container in the section the parent container, right? Let's style the container first. Full width, inner container is inner width, container width is 1200 pixel, which is right. Typography, we will leave everything as it is. For spacing, I will go with padding, top padding as 60, right as 40, bottom padding as 60 as well, and left as 40, right? So we have given some padding in between the containers so that our content stays in the middle. Right, now that we have done it, the second thing we will do is change the colors. The background color will be global color 2 if you look in here, okay, and the text color will be global color 5. Right, our parent container has been done. Let's move on to the second section. A second thing we have to do inside the parent container. First, we will have to have a headline, which is h3, and then h2. This is what the demo site looks like. There's a h3 and then h2. Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and select headline block, change this to h3, and just let's copy guaranteed from here. You know, if you are building, you can just copy it from the demo site. I will give a link to Crazy Do in the description. You will be able to go ahead and just copy all this text if you don't have a text, or you can just fill it with gibberish text. You know, who cares? But for now, I'll just copy guaranteed from here and I will paste here. I will also align text to center. This has been centered. Now there are two things we have to do. We have to go to colors and change the text color to global color 4, because this is the text we want. Another thing is, as you can see, there is an icon here. Okay, if you remember previously in the resources folder, which you would have probably downloaded by now, if not, just go ahead and download, link in the description. There is something called h3 icon. This is the text document. Just go ahead and open it. Okay, just copy this. So basically this is just a code for select all, copy, and let's close this. Once you have copied this, make sure that h3 is selected, headline is selected, go to the icons, and where it says icon svg html, go ahead and paste here. Right, now you can see that there is this icon in here. Let's go ahead and change the size to 1.5. Right, this has been done. Now I'm going to click at the under the h3, and you can see we have an option to add a block. I am going to go ahead and add another headline block, just like it is in the demo site. Headline h2, that's right, align center, What does it say? A site like no other. I will just copy it from here, from the demo site, because I can't be bothered writing again and again. Why not copy and paste? If it's possible, copy and paste. Just copy and paste. Okay, and now we need to style this headline. All we need to do is go to colors and text color as white. For now, we need this text color as white. But here is another thing. As you might have noticed on this demo site, that after the headline there is some space, right? We need this space, and the reason we need this space is because we want our website to look good. If everything is just too close together, it would not look nice. Some space. So how do we get that space? Easy peasy. Just select the H2 block, headline block, right? Go to the spacing, and at the bottom where it says 20, make it 100. There you go, 100, right? So once you have made it 100, there will be a lot of space. Let's check the wireframe. H3 with icon is done. Headline 2 is done. All we need is grid with 3 containers. 1, 2, 3. One of the line in my wireframe is missing, which should go from here and join these 3. But guess what? You will figure it out. You're smart people. Like, people are smart. So let's go ahead and do it. I mean, if you are watching my channel, you obviously are smart. You have already figured out. Let's chill with the big boys. Okay, so let's go ahead and grid. Now that we want to add grid, it is asking us select a layout to get started. So because this is, let's check our wireframe. This is 3-column grid. Let's go ahead and select the 3-column grid. Now that we have selected the grid, it is very important. Please have a look at the demo site. There is space in between the grids, right? So we are going to give some space in between the grids. And how do we space? How do we give that gap, that space? Horizontal gap, we will choose 30 pixels, and for vertical we will choose 30 pixels, right? So that they have this 30 pixel gap in between them. Within the containers we are going to put some space. Spacing looks good, and all you have to do is go to the padding of the container and create a space. No worries. Let's go ahead and create our first block. Style the first grid container. We need to give it some space. I have selected it. Remember, whatever you want to style, you have to select it first. Do not do it without selecting. Once you have, because you don't want to style the wrong thing, right? But even if you do make mistake, not to worry. Just relax, breathe, and then start it again. Reverse the video and start again, okay? And if there is too much trouble, ask me. I am always there to make sure that you are building a stunning modern UI UX website which loads crazy fast. Okay, so the first container is selected, right? Now it's not. Now it is selected. I've just clicked here and it's selected. Okay, let's go to the spacing first, and we need to give it equal space. So I will just write 30 pixels is here. The padding has been done. We have given it some space. Let's look at the wireframe. Now we need to add a headline block and a paragraph block. Let's go ahead and do it. Headline with a headline block. What does it say in here? Converts like crazy. I will just copy it. I'm lazy. Let's just copy things. Let's convert this to H3 first. Please go ahead and open the folder you have already downloaded. In that folder, there will be a folder called icons. Go ahead and click it. Right? If you look in here, there's a $sign. Here is the icon for the $sign. Go ahead, open with Notepad, right? It's open. Click on select all, copy, go to edit page. H3 is selected. Go to the icon and just paste it here. Always remember to open it with Notepad and then copy the HTML which is in there, and then paste it here. Okay, this has been done. Also, as you can see that the $sign is pink in color. As you can see here, the icon color will be pink. So let's change this to pink. Now that has been done. Select again. We have selected, and now I will go ahead and add the paragraph block. I will copy all these things and then just paste here. One thing I forgot to tell you is that the color behind this container is the different global color. So we have to set that. Let's go back to the container. Let's select the container. How are we going to select the container? From here. Okay, now we have selected the container. We need to go to the colors, and the background color will be this color, global color 1. This will be the background color. Now let's have a look at what it looks like in the preview. Open preview tab, come down, and there you go. We have this container. Inside container we have a headline h3 and then also a paragraph. However, there is one small difference I've noted. If you look in here, the corners are rounded in here. They are not sharp. So yes, we will leave the container selected and the spacing, and we will change the border radius to 3. There you go. Now let's preview it again. There you go. Now you can see that the radius has changed as well. These are the round corners. That is all it is, right? You want to make there is no code involved. All we are doing is just giving it some space, padding around everything and rounding the corners and giving it background colors to containers. Containers. You put a container, you give it a color, right? You put some spacing in it, you put another block in it, and that is how you're making amazing website. It's so much better than learning Elementor and Divi, right? It takes ages just to learn those things, right? And the amount of time they take to load, oh my God, they are slow. Like, why do people even use them anymore? I don't know. I mean, I'm opinionated, but I would not use anything in this age of TikTok. I will not use anything which loads in under 2 seconds on mobile, right? Our website loads crazy fast, but in real life, I've tested it. It loads in under a second in real life on mobile. Even though that Google Lighthouse is saying that it loads in it loads in like 1.4 seconds, but in real life, it loads even quicker, and you're gonna love it. You are gonna love the performance of this website. Okay, now that this has been made, the second thing I'm going to do is, rather than building all these 6 blocks one by one, I will just copy everything and just change the text. So I will copy this block. How amazing is that? You can literally copy it. Okay, click on the second container and paste it. How awesome is that? Check this out. Check this out. All the styling is there. We literally copied one block and just pasted it in the next one. One container, pasted in the second container. All we need to do is change the text here, and change the sign. I will do this for all 6 of them, as you will see, and then it will speed up the process. So in here again, okay, one thing, I am using Control V to copy and paste. So Control C to copy, Control V to paste, Control V. We need 6 containers, but we have only got 3. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Is this the end of the world? No, it is not. Let's select the third container and click on duplicate. There you go, 4th, right? Again, rather than using copy and paste, simply duplicate. There you go. Another, just click on these 3 dots again and duplicate. How awesome is that? Let's check it out. Check out the preview, right? Check this out. We have 6. We have just literally copied and pasted. All we need to do is just change the text. I will change the headline text and the paragraph text and the signs. And as I've already told you that there's a resources folder, go to the resources folder, go to the icons, open the icons with Notepad, the icons which are being used here, and then copy and paste them in the icon SVG HTML section. I will quickly go ahead and do it, fast forward the video. I have copied all the blocks. Right here, there you go. I've copied all the text and pasted it here. But guess what? All the icons are still the same. I am going to go ahead and update the icons. It's gonna take some time because I have to go to the folder. Icons, open with Notepad. Okay, once you have copied the icon, please remember that you have to select the heading first, Then go to the icon section and clear the first one and paste the new one. And you have to do it for all 6 of them. Sorry, it's a bit kind of task you may not want to do, but guess what? It's fun. Let's do it. Yes. I finished copying and pasting the HTML of icons. Where did I get the icons from? You might may ask later because I'm gonna forget. I just went to the feather icons. I downloaded all the icons from here for free. These icons are absolutely awesome. If you want to use, but if you want to use different icons, you can literally use different icons, but make sure that the icons are lightweight. We do not want to make our site heavy because we want it to load really fast as well. So let's go ahead and check what our section looks like. Preview, open preview in new tab. There you go, we have section 3 desire, the benefits of why you should be using our template, people, because we are the best always at everything, right? Okay, there you go, we have it. Yes, that section is complete as well. Section 1 attention, section 2 interest, section 3 desire, and the section 4 is again further solidifying the desire by using the social proof, and I will show you how in a minute. Section 4 is also about desire. Remember this: people trust people more than brands. We trust the people we like and love, our family members. Let's say if I ask my cousin, hey, have you tried WP Buzz? And he says, yes, I have, and I absolutely love it. The chances are that I'll be more than likely to sign up for WP Buzz. But if we had a negative experience, the chances are that I will not sign up with WP Buzz. But at WP Buzz, we always give positive experiences. Section 4 is desire. This is what it looks like on the screenshot. This is what it looks like on the real website, on our demo site. As it says, don't just take our word for it. And then we have these two. Let me show you what the wireframe of the section 4 looks like. This is the wireframe. Again, it starts with a parent container. We start everything with the parent container, and then we will style the parent container. After that, there will be a heading 2. After heading 2, we will add a grid with 2 columns, which means it will contain 2 containers of equal size. In those containers, we will put image block, a paragraph block, and another paragraph block. Second container is same container, inside container, image block, paragraph block, paragraph block. This is the demo site. So we have a h2, then we have container. Inside the container we have this image, in the image then we have paragraph, another paragraph. Same here, a container, then obviously padding around it. You won't be able to see container, but obviously container is there, and then an image, and then paragraph, and then so let's go ahead and do it. Go to the page we were editing, click on the add sign here, add block. Please choose this container. If the container is not here, remember this sign, just write container in here and choose. This is what we call the parent container. First we will style this container. The styling is all done on the right hand side. I will go ahead with the layout. Container full width, we want this container to cover the full width of the background. The inner container will be contained with, because we do not want text to just go hula hulu, we want it to stay inside where the 1200 pixels. Yes, that's right, 1200 pixels. Typography we will leave as it is. As far as spacing is concerned, we will just put 80 pixel everywhere. Now as you can see, spacing has been applied. You can see the white space in here. Let's go ahead and put the background colors. The background color we will be using will be global color 2, and the text color will be global color 5. The parent container has been styled. Let's go ahead and check the next thing. The next thing we will add is h2 according to the wireframe. Let's click in the middle of the container, add block, and select headline. And it's already h2. What does the headline say? Don't just take our word for it. So that's it. Don't just take our word for it. I will paste it here. On the text alignment, I will change the text align center. Another thing to notice here is that there's a lot of space between these two. We need to give space. How are we going to give space? We will select h2, go to spacing. Simple as that. At the bottom it says 20, let's make it 100. Now we have a space underneath it. The third thing we need to add is these two containers, and these are in a grid. So I will go ahead and click on the plus sign and then select grid. We need grid with 2 columns. I will go ahead and select grid with 2 columns. I will also style the grid by giving some horizontal and vertical gap of 30 pixels. This is exactly what I do all the time. Furthermore, with H2, I have selected this again. Colors, we need to make text color global color 5, right? Back to the grid. We are back to the grid. Now, first thing is first, let's style this container first, because I can see there's a lot of space in here. I am going to style the container. Container is selected. Spacing, I will give 80 pixels of space, right, left, bottom, everywhere. Okay, that has been done. What is the next thing we need to add? In that container, we need to add image, paragraph, and then paragraph again. So the first thing will be image. I will write image in the search. Image. In your resources folder, there will be something called Trustpilot. You would need this image to upload. I will go ahead and upload it. Okay, this has been uploaded. I will also write Trustpilot as all text. Remember, this is very important for the SEO. Please, whenever you use an image, just write the alt text. Write what it is about. What comes after the image? Let's have a look. The paragraph. Once the image has been entered, please do not write anything under the image. In fact, just go and click and add another blog. Call it paragraph. And let's copy the text from here. Copy. And there you go. Let's enter and another paragraph. It says Bella B. I've got this check from someone. Let's click on preview. This is what it looks like, but obviously we need to make this smaller. So how do we do it? Simply go select the image and change it to 50%. Let's have a look at how it looks now. Okay, it's looking fine, it's looking better, acceptable. What is the next thing we need to make? We need to have another container which has a similar kind of structure. So all I will do is select this container. Remember, we are going to select the container, the full container, and then just duplicate it. There you go. As soon as I press duplicate, it has duplicated on the other side as well. You don't have to build everything from the scratch. What if you want to use this type of container all around your website? If you want to use it, you can simply click add to reusable blocks, and you will be able to use this container block wherever you like. Let me change the text of this according to what is on the demo site. This is actually so much true. Once we applied this template, our conversion skyrocketed. So why not just share it with the world? People just want to keep everything secret, but not me. I just want to share it. If something works in my industry, it might just work for your industry as well. So why not just try? Let's go again to preview. There you go. There is too much space here. We need to reduce the space in between H2 and the grid. So what we will do is go to H2, select it. I've selected the H2 block. On the right hand side, we can control how it looks. We can style it. Spacing is 100, and I will change this to 60. Let's have a look at what it looks like now. Scroll down. It looks a lot better. But maybe, yeah, I think it looks fantastic. This is enough, right? So this is what it looks like now. Let's go ahead and update and also check how our section 4 desire social proof looks on the mobile. Updating, view page. Let's check the page on the screen. Right, as you can see, everything is looking fine on the desktop. Let's copy this URL, go to Responsinator. Every section you make, you should always check it with the Responsinator of how it looks on the mobile. Right, let's go down. Okay, don't just take our word for it. Looks alright, but here is the issue. Check this out. There is 80 pixel of spacing around it, and it has just destroyed how it looks on the mobile. Okay, the two containers have 80 pixels and it's looking ugly. How are we going to fix it? Not to worry. Not to worry, when something is looking ugly, your guy is here to fix it. Your WordPress tech support is here. Not to worry, I will show you how to fix these things. Let's go back right to edit and select the container by clicking somewhere here. What do we need to do? We need to style this container, right, so that we can make sure that the text on mobile does not appear awkward. Let's click on the mobile on the right hand side, go to spacing. As you can see that the 80 pixels of spacing we applied for the desktop is also applied for the laptop. We do not need that. All we need is padding of 10 pixel. We need to have some kind of padding, right? Otherwise it will look really bad. Let's go ahead and also change this for the next container, because remember there are two containers, not just one. Let's go back to the desktop view because it's easy to select the containers. We have selected this container. Now let's select this container again. Go to the mobile. This is the second container we are selecting. It's not the same. Go to spacing and the padding, let's change this to 10 pixel. Back to desktop view, update. Now that it has been updated, let's open in the new tab. Okay, copy, back to responsinator, enter your site, paste and go. Let's scroll down to the section 4. Okay, don't just take our word for it. And it's not looking too bad, is it? It's looking right in the middle, is exactly what we want. In fact, I think we should just completely remove the padding so that there is not a lot of space in here. So I'll again select the container, mobile, and I'll remove that 10 pixel as well. Spacing 0. Okay, let's select the second container. We can actually select from here. Do you know how awesome is that? Just here, I've selected it. Spacing, remove 0. Click on update. Let's go back to desktop view, view page, and then copy again to responsinator, paste the URL, enter your site, paste the URL. We go down, we go down, we go down, we go scroll down, keep on scrolling down. Yes, now it's looking so much better. There is space, but we do need space, but it is not looking ugly. Let's refresh the home page, our URL crazydude.homepage. Let's have a look at the real life. It's looking absolutely stunning, and that is how, my friends, you will be able to design the section 4, which is desire further social proof for your homepage. How awesome is that? Okay, so first we designed attention. We got the attention of our users. Then we generated the interest by designing the interest section. Then we generated some desire by telling them about the benefits, all the benefits they will get from our products, right? And at number 4, we further solidified that desire by implementing the social proof section. Also, while we were doing this, we also made sure, just to make sure that everything looks good on the mobile as well. And now on to the main part, call to action. We have done so much. It's time to ask for some money, for some signups, for the process. Let's go ahead and do it. It's time to build section 5, which is call to action. Okay, let me show you how section 5 looks like on a screenshot. First of all, this is what section 5 looks like on the screenshot. As you can see in here, there is a parent container. Inside that parent container, there is another container inside container. I have said container so many times that one of my neighbors says, do you work in the shipping industry? Because I've been saying container. So no, it's not shipping industry. In fact, this is yes, we do ship products. Yes, you can call it shipping industry, can't you? Because we work with containers, don't we? Of course we do. Yes, it's just that these are generate block containers and not the ones sent all over the world. Let me show you what it looks like on the wireframe. This is the wireframe of call to action section 5. This is where we say, hey, people, give us your money or your attention or your email address, or hey, buy our product because you are going to love our product. We are going to provide you so much value that you are going to fall in love with us and our product. Let's have a look at what section 5 looks like on the demo site. This is the demo site, and this is what section 5 looks like. As you can see here, there is this parent container which has no limits, and then you have a baby container which is contained, and then there is a h1, a button, and a paragraph. Let's have a look again. Right, this is a wireframe, parent container, yes, and then a container within the container, and then there's a h2 which is heading, a button, and paragraph. Let's go ahead and design it. Okay, let's go ahead and design our call to action, which is action section. Let's click on this add block sign in here, choose the container. Yes, this is the container we need. Let's style the container by going to the layout. The container is full width, we will leave at it as it is. Inner container is contained width, that's right. Container width is 1200 pixels as usual with all the parent containers we have built. We will leave typography as it is. Spacing, yes, there will be padding at the top. We will make this 60 pixel, right will be 40, bottom will be 60, and the left will be 40 as well. Okay, we don't need to do anything else. The colors, the background color will be global color 2, as we are using global color 2 for the background at the moment. Text color will be global color 5. Okay, and that is done. That is how we have shaped our global container. Let's look at the wireframe inside the parent, sorry, not the global container, that was parent container. Inside the parent container, then we have another container. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's click in the middle where it says add block. So we go ahead and add the block, and then choose container. We are going to style it because this is a container within the container. Please have a look at layout. This is not the parent container, this is the container within the container. We have to style it a little bit differently. Layout will be contained with, right, container width 900 pixel. Okay, typography we will leave as it is. Spacing we will need to give it top, I'll probably just go ahead and give it 110 pixel padding from the top. At the bottom 110 pixel from the bottom as well. We will leave left and right as it is. Border radius, the border radius in here will be 6 pixel, right? I will use 6 pixel. Let's change the color background. The color background we will be using for this one will be global color 1, so that we can actually identify that this is a container within the container. Okay, now let's have a look at what it looks like in the preview in the new tab. Scroll down, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in the demo site. I think this is a bit too wide. I will change the container width to 800 pixel. And now let's have a look at the preview so that design looks a little better. Yes, this looks a lot better. And the next thing we have to do, if you look at the wireframe, is that we have to put h2. What does the h2 say in here? It says let's do it. So let's go ahead and add block, headline block, remember h2, and we will say let's do it. I will make the text alignment in the center. The colors, the text color, we will use a global color 5, right? Okay, that has been done on the demo site. The next block in here is the button block. Yes, it's the button block. So this is where the magic happens when they press the button and download what you are giving, or you know, sign up for your product. That's the best time for a product creator, when someone comes to your website, reads everything, and then when they decide to buy, you know that you have done something right. Okay, you have validated your product. Once enough people go ahead and buy things from you, you know that what you have built is giving people the value. That's the reason they are buying from you. So let's go ahead, and we need to give some padding. Look at this padding underneath h2. I will go ahead, click on spacing, and at the bottom it's already 20 pixel by default. I will change this to 60 pixel. Okay, this has been done. Now let's go ahead and add the button, add block. We will choose the buttons. Please only choose this button in here, the generate press button. Please do not choose anything else. I will go ahead and click on buttons. First I will center it, align button center here, and I will call it grab it for free. Also Okay, I will have to style the button, the color, background color of the button. Remember, all the buttons on your website should always be the same color. Never use different color for buttons, and the button color you should never use anywhere else, because button, the call to action, the action should always stand out of all your website. So global color 3. Okay, and this is for the normal. Let's go to hover and also change it to global color 3. If you want to use a different color, it is absolutely your choice. Text color is white. Border color, we will also use white in here. Hover border color will be global color 5. Then let's go to spacing, and we also have to give it border radius, which I will go ahead and give 3, left, right 3. Okay, and the border size of 3 everywhere. Let's synchronize it. 3 3 3 3 3. This is looking a lot better. Now if you want your button to do something, for example, if you want to take your button to the contact us page, or you want to take us to the sign up page or the pricing page, simply go in here and paste your URL, and then once they click on this button, they will go to your desired page. This has been done. Now what else? Let's have a look at the page 2 has been done, button has been done. Now it is time for the paragraph block. Okay, sure, let's add paragraph block. I will go here and click on plus sign, paragraph. I will simply copy it from here, paste. Text alignment is right. Okay, we have an issue here. The paragraph is too close to the button. Because the button is too close to the paragraph in here, I have selected the button block, full block, not clicking on the right. Instead, I clicked just here, not on the top of the button, just here, so that I can give some margin, right, in between the button and the paragraph block. Look at in here. If you look in the block, the styling of this block, okay, there is a margin option. Let's go ahead and give it some margin. Look at that. I've given a margin of 60 pixel and it has dropped the paragraph down. Let's have a look at what it looks like in the review. Okay, yes, this is looking a lot better, right? So we have let's do it, then we have grab it for free, and then some further assurances. Let's say if you are giving 30 days money back guarantee, yes, you can do that. Pilot score, if you have been given brilliant, you can mention all these small things in here which will help people go ahead and click and take that action, right, which will give them some kind of a surety that they're in safe hands. But always remember that if you are giving people a surety that they are in safe hands, your hands better be safe, because if you are going to promise something you cannot deliver, you are going to lose in everything. So always remember, under promise, over deliver, but whatever you promise, go ahead and deliver that. Okay, so this is, my friends, how we have managed um, to build section 5, which is call to action. I will go ahead and have a look at what it looks like in the mobile. Update the page, view page in the new tab, copy the URL from here, go to my favorite website Responsinator and just paste it here. Go. It's not looking too bad. This is not looking too bad, and this is not looking too bad. I think the spacing works just fine. It just looks nice on the mobile as well. Look, check this out, right? Yeah, it's looking fine. So I think our section is done here. Section 5, call to action, has been done, and now it is time to go to section 6. Okay, you beautiful people, we are back now building section 6. Section 6 is all about objection. In order to build this section, first we will think as a user, like, why should I download Crazy Do's template? Why? How is it made? It is really fast, but what type of themes have been used? Have they used any secret ingredients? I have thought of all the questions which people can ask, so I have answered them here. Okay, this is the wireframe of the objection section. All it is a parent container outside and an accordion block inside the parent container. Let's go ahead and design it. Edit page. Let's go to the bottom and click on the bottom. Remember, always click on the bottom of the section you have already finished. As you can see, the top section has been grayed out. so that we can better understand what type of sections we are working with. Let's go ahead and click on add block, and first we will create a parent container. Right, we have a parent container. The layout is full width as usual. Inner container is contained with container width is 1200 pixel, which is 100% right. And then with the spacing, we want to give this a lot of space because it does not have heading. I'll go with 80 pixel in the start or top, 40 pixel on the right, 40 pixel on the left, and 80 pixel again at the bottom as well. I will change this accordingly if it is needed. If there's more space needed, we will change this. Okay, change the background color, global color 2. The text color is global color 5. I know you can't see it, it's because I am in the picture. This is global color 5. Right, we will leave everything as it is. Our parent container is done. Now inside the parent container, we will add something called accordion. Accordion is a block by cadence blocks. This is not a generate press block. And the reason I'm using cadence block as accordion is because generate blocks does not have an accordion, but still we have to use something lightweight. Now if we want to use something lightweight in conjunction with generate blocks, I always go for cadence blocks, and the reason is cadence blocks is lightweight and fast as well. Accordion wants us to select the initial style. I will go ahead and just select the first one. As soon as I select the first style, on the right hand side you will see that there is styling option. First of all, I will remove pan closes one and another one opens, and the reason I'm closing this is because I have noticed that this is a bad user experience, because if one plan closes and other one opens, the screen goes up and down, and we do not want that. We want the screen to stay as it is. We do not want to give bad user experience to our users. Start with all panes closed. Yes, this is exactly what we want. And title color settings, normal. Title color will be global color 5. The title background will be global color 2, and the title border color will be global color 5. Okay, title background has been done, title color has been done. The hover will be same. Hover color will also be global color 2. Hover background, global color 2. Okay, active when it's active, because we don't want to change too many colors. But if you do want to change the hover colors, it's really up to you. If you want to make it a bit more dynamic, why not just go ahead and do it? But I want people to read our website rather than get lost in some animations and stuff like that. But that's just me. You might just experiment with different stuff. If your industry is very creative, why not go ahead and do that? Active color, I will change this to global color 2, and active background also will global color 2. Let's go back to normal, and title color is border color is white. Pan title icon, show icon, I will go ahead and choose arrow up down because I like it for some reason. Icon side right. Pane spacer between, pane title, pane spacer between, we will use 5, and pane title border width will be 1 pixel. As you can see, it actually disappeared, but yes, it's back in here. If you want to make it 2 pixel, it's up to you. Yeah, 2 pixel is looking nice as well. Pane title border radius, we will leave border radius because we do not want to round the corners. Pane title font size is fine, line height is fine, everything is fine. Extras form we will capitalize because the headings and all these things look when everything is in the capital. Font weight we will inherit. Inner content settings, inner content background we will use global color 6. Yep, that's exactly what we want to use. Let's have a look here. Yes, this is what has been used here. Inner content border color, we will not touch anything. Then title tag settings we will leave as it is. Structure settings we will leave as it is. Maximum weights we will leave as it is. Advanced we will leave as it is. Let's go ahead and first copy the questions, then answers. I will go ahead and do this quickly. Now one thing I have done is I have gone to accordion and changed the hover color to global color 5, and the active color to global color 5 as well. Active background to this color remains same, so please make those changes. I have done this. I thought I'll let you know because obviously I want you to design everything good. Let's have a look at preview in the new tab. Okay, as you can see that the first question in here, as you can see, the pane is closed. What sets you apart from the rest? Where is the question mark, man? Come on, what are you doing? Okay, and then we have the text in here, right? So what we will do is I will go ahead and add another accordion item, and I will just quickly fast forward this because this is boring, you see. So I'll just quickly fast forward this, and once I'm finished I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay guys, I have copied and pasted everything in this section. Let's go ahead and look at what the website looks like. Preview in the new tab. You can see in here our section, which is the objection section, has been done. Once you click on it, it goes down and you can read all the questions and answers. You can also call the objection section further ask questions section. This is where we remove the doubt if there are any questions. All these questions I have written are really what came to my mind, but if there are any other questions which I think are important, like for example you guys are going to ask some questions, I will go ahead and I'll add them here. Whatever I will deem important, that oh, my users are asking this, that, because this is exactly what we did with WP Buzz. Whenever we get an inquiry on WP Buzz and we think that oh, we are getting this question from a lot of users, I go ahead and add it to further ask question sections. But always remember, your objection section should not be like 1,500,000 questions. It should only be the ones which your users ask more frequently. Okay, if someone has a really complex question, trust me, they will get in touch with you for as long as they love your site and they know that they are onto something. Okay, having said that, this is the end of the objection section. Objection has been done, and now it is time for the next according to IDA OA framework. The last section is again section 7, which is call to action. And if you remember, we have built section 5 before. This is exactly the same, and I will show you how to do it right now. You beautiful people, it is time for section 7. As you can see, section 7 is call to action, the same section we built in section 5. Let's have a look at the framework. The same, the parent container, and then you have a baby container, then you have a h2 button, a h2 block, then a button block, and a paragraph block. Let me show you our website we are building. I will update the home page so that we can see the latest version. View page, update in new link. Okay, scroll down. Okay, the first section is attention, this section is interest, third section is desire, and then this social proof, desire again, and then call to action. This is exactly the same section we are going to build again, call to action. And this is then objection. Section 6 is objection, section 5 is call to action, and we have to build call to action again. But shall we build it, or shall I show you an easy way? Just because we have already gone ahead and built this section, I will go ahead in our editor, WordPress editor, where we are editing, customizer editor, select this section. Okay, once I select this parent container, I'll simply click on the options. These 3 dots are the options, and remember, when you are creating your own website, go ahead and play with it, explore the different options, make mistakes, let's see how it goes. You know, you can play around with your design, with your color. So what all I will do for section 7 call to action is just press here, options button, then copy, right, copied container to clipboard. We will go right to the end. Okay, I will just right click and paste, and there you go. Check this out, it has been pasted underneath the section 6 objection. Section 7 I simply copy and pasted it, doing it, but all we have done at the moment is just copied and pasted it. Let's have a look at what it looks like in the preview. This looks okay, but there's another thing I have noticed. If you look at call to action, this is the section 7 on the demo website, because you see I'm switching around. So this is demo website. Let's go to the bottom. There is some space here. We need to give some space. And how do we do it? I will show you how. I will click on just underneath the other container. I will click on add block and write spacer. Okay, we have a spacer in here. This is 100 pixel. I will change this to 150 pixel. Okay, and then click on preview. And now our last section, call to action, is complete. Look at that. We have a space. Now that our simple home page is complete, I will go ahead and updated view page. This is what page looks like at the moment. I will slowly go down and show you what we have built. The page is almost complete. The simple version of page is complete. All we need to do now is gradientify it, and I will show you exactly how to do it. So the first section is the attention section. Hey, launch a stunning WordPress site without breaking the bank, and we are telling the people other benefits. Modern UI UX design that converts like crazy because it's built on conversion framework. Remember, blazing fast, loads in under half a second, which you will know later. Once we have finished the website, we are going to check the speed. Then SEO optimized with built-in accessibility, which is so true as well. It will score 100 out of 100 on SEO as well, and 90 plus on accessibility out of 100. Second section is desire. We are creating desire, and we are telling them that whatever we have said that is crazy fast, they can actually click on here and see it themselves, because it will take them to the results page. We just don't talk the talk, we walk the talk by hosting our site on the same service as our customers. WP Buzz is hosted on the same service as our customers, and it still loads in under half a second, and with thousands of visitors we get, right, it still just goes crazy fast. It never slows down. We never slow down. We are fast. We like to live in the fast lane. Number third section is desire. So we are saying guaranteed a site like no other. There is no site like no other on internet, obviously, because I built this myself, and the IDA OA framework I've used is being used. That is how it is. So okay, and then we are telling them it's converts like crazy, lightning fast, SEO optimized, built-in accessibility, bite-sized chunks, make it yours. And then we are saying, hey, you don't just have to take our word for it. Look at what Bella is saying, and look at what I am saying, me myself. And this is so true. Just think about it. Think about it. It's so true. Once you think about it, you will know why it's so true. Okay, and then we are on to section 5, which is call to action. Okay, and then we thought, they might have any objections in their head. This might be a money back guarantee or something like that, but because we are giving this for free at the moment, there is no money back guarantee. But if I was selling this template, I would always give a 30 days no questions asked money back guarantee. Always remember, money back guarantee is the best guarantee. And let's say if your customer come back within 30 days or maybe even 35 days, and they say, oh, you know what, I want a full refund, never ask a question, instantly refund. Never ever ask. Your customer is the king. Remember, without customer there will be no business, no product, nothing. Never ever, always remember, customer is the king. Do the best for the customer. Okay, again, then once we have removed the objection, we are going to section 7, which is let's do it. Okay, and this is another call to action, and then we have our footer, which we already designed when we implemented our brand guidelines and check the layout. However, you might have noticed by now that this is the demo site and it looks completely different. The only difference between this website and the one we have built is that this has gradients at the background and gradients in the heading, right? And this does not have gradients at the background. And in next section, I will show you how to gradientify this site, and it is so easy. It is so easy. You're gonna love it. This is what our website looks at the moment. This is what our demo site looks like, right? There's a difference, isn't it? The crazy.do website looks like the one with simple colors, right? We have only got black in the background and then white heading, simple, but this has different colors. And the reason that is happening is because the crazy fast themes, our demo site, has a background, It starts from very light blue and to the bottom where I am it goes dark. This is called a gradient, right? But first of all, I want to show you this gradient in here. This headline H1 in section 1 is also a gradient. Headline in section 2 is also a gradient. The intersection, the headline in section 3, which is desire or benefits, is also a gradient. And then section 4, solidifying the desire, is also a gradient. And if you look at call to action, it doesn't have any headline gradient. But the call to action section has something called glass gradient. Okay, first of all, I want to show you how I got these gradients, because as I said that this will be no code, so I did not use any code. Instead, I went to this website, Color Space, right? I went to this website, and then to the top in here, if you can see, it says the gradient. I clicked on the gradient, and because I already had the colors I want to use in my mind, I went and I put the first color, the starting color, and the end color. For example, I wanted the gradient to start from this color and end at this color, right? Paste. And I wanted it to go, if you look on the demo site, I wanted it to start from the top left corner and go towards the bottom right. And then on the top, I selected going down here, this button which says it goes from top to the bottom, from one corner to other, and clicked on generate, and there you go. It has generated the gradient for us, right? And then it has also given us a CSS code. All I've done is copied that code, okay, went to the dashboard of CrazyDo, went to appearance, okay, click on customize, went to the additional CSS, and I pasted all the code in here, right? I've also attributed the code, and it is only a single line which you will have to write. If you go to the link, brand guidelines link, you will see that there is this whole CSS code used for everything which I have generated from this website. Everything is that the whole code is available in there. So go ahead and copy all of this code, and then we will go to customizer, additional CSS, and paste it here. Okay, click on publish first. Let's go back straight to pages, all pages, and home page edit. First thing we will do is we will apply the gradient to the headline. I've selected the headline block. To the bottom, advanced, and in additional CSS I will just write headline, nothing else. You might be able to see here next to me. Now let's click on preview and check this out. The gradient has been applied to the headline. As you can see, the headline has completely changed. I will go ahead and do this to all the headlines we want to be gradientify. The first headline has been done. Let's go to the section 2 headline, save your time and money. Similarly, I will go to advanced and additional CSS, and I will write headline here. Headline, check again. Section 2, look, the gradient has been applied. Okay, section 3, again headline. Click on headline, and I will write in advanced. I will go to additional CSS classes and write headline. Check it out. Okay, I will see if, and okay, section 4, I will do the same before checking again. I will select the headline h2 block first, go to advanced, additional CSS class, and then headline again. If you want to apply headline gradient to any other headlines, please go ahead and do it. You can do this simply. Go select the headline and just go to the advanced, straight to the additional CSS class, and write headline in here. Let's go to preview, open a new draft. Okay, now you can see section 1 has a headline, has a gradient. Section 2 headline has a gradient. Section 3 headline has a gradient, which looks nice. Section 4 has a gradient as well. If you look on the Crazy Fast themes, as you can see that there's a gradient at the background as well. So I will go ahead and gradientify it. I will go to section 1 on the page we are editing and select it. I've selected the whole section, the whole background. Select the first section, go down, advanced, additional CSS, and gradient 1. Okay, let's look at what it looks like now. Preview, open preview, new tab, and wow, check this out. As you can see that the gradient has been applied to section 1. However, there is a small issue here. If you look in here, the header section is still the old color. What we need to do now is we need to merge this header with the section 1 in order to blend it. So how do we do this? First, I will update the page. Crazy Do dashboard. Simply go to appearance and then go to elements. Click on add new element. Choose. We will choose header. Okay, I will click on create. I will name this merge header. Merge header. Merge with content. Merge. Okay, and then also I will go to display rules and I will go to page first. Page, and the page we are building is called home page. Yeah, another I will also apply to another location which will be front page. So I will go to page, look, general and front page, and click on publish. Okay, let's go back to home page and preview in new tab, and there you go. This is what the section 1 looks like on Crazy Do. Exactly the same as section 1 on the demo website. This is Crazy Fast Themes. This is what it looks like. This is what section 1 looks like on the Crazy Do website, the website we are building. However, the section 2 and the section 3, they all look the same. So I will show you what to do. Okay, the gradient has been applied to section 1. Let's go ahead and select the parent container. Please remember, we have to select the parent container for section 2. I've selected it here, advanced, and here I will write gradient 2. Gradient 2. Let's go to section 3. Please select the parent container. Please remember, only select the parent. Make sure that the parent container is selected, advanced, and then gradient 3 in here. I will write gradient 3. Okay, down, and I have went to the section 4, which is desire. I am going to select the parent container, which I have done now, and additional CSS class gradient 4. Let's go to section 5. We are in section 5, call to action. I've selected this, advanced, and gradient 3 in here because we have given gradient 4 to the section above. We will come down. I will select the parent container of objection section, and I will write gradient 4 again here. Okay, and then scroll down straight to the parent container of section 7, which is again CTA advanced, and then gradient 3. So let's preview and see what it looks like. So here you go. Crazy Do is here, right? This is what it looks like. Great. Section 1 looks awesome. Section 2 looks awesome. Section 3 is blended in. The background, everything. Section 4 looks great. However, section 4 headline does not have a gradient. I will go and apply gradient to section 4 headline. As you can see here that the section 4 headline has a headline gradient behind on the demo website Crazy Fast Themes added page. Let's scroll up to section 4. Yep, let's select the headline block for the section 4. Go to advanced, additional CSS class, and I will write headline here. And it will apply the headline gradient to this block. Let's check it again. Okay, everything looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. And there you go. We have a gradient behind the headline on section 4 as well. Section 5. Okay, on the demo website you can see that there's a glass effect. Okay, and then there's a glass effect behind section 7 the inside container which contains the call to action. How do we achieve that? Simply, we have already got the code for the glass morphism. I will go to section, this is section 5, right? I will select the inside container. Make sure that you are selecting the second container, the full container. Go to advanced additional CSS, and just write glass in here. Glass. Straight down to section 7 as well. Select the container which contains the headline and the button and the paragraph. Go to advanced and write glass in here, nothing else, just glass. Okay, preview again, open in new tab. Now let's have a look. All the gradients have been applied. This is how easy. Check this out. Right now we have a glass effect behind this container. How amazing is that? Not written a single line of code, just copy and pasted this code. And check this out, our website is literally complete. How awesome is that? Yes, we have done it. Yeah, da, 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 da. But there are some more things to do in here. Okay, let's go ahead and update this page. The page has been updated. Click on view page. Okay, now the page we have built is on crazy.do/homepage URL. But what happens if you go to crazy.do? Just crazy.do. Look, oh my god, oh, that is bad, that isn't it? Oh no, how are we gonna sort this out? Crazy.do homepage, the front page still looks ugly, whereas the crazy.do/homepage looks so nice. How do we sort it? Not to worry, not to worry, just keep a bit of patience because it will only take a minute or so. Simply go to crazy.do, customize. Okay, let's go to homepage settings and then straight to a static page. We will select home page as a static page and click on publish. Oh, check this out. Isn't it amazing? We have a home page in here. How awesome is that? That is absolutely stunning. Our website is complete. Now that the crazy do homepage is complete, we need to remove this homepage and we need to put different links to the pages. I will go ahead and a menu for the home. I will create a menu here. The menu navigation, as you can say, will go in here. So I will go ahead, remove the home page, and then put home, about, and contact in here. So let's go ahead and do it. I will go to customize. Simply to customize and menus, I will click on menus. I will call this primary menu. Okay, primary menu, right? And menu locations, primary menu. I will add items, simply custom links, HTTPS, and this will be called home. I will again go to custom links. Okay, the home page, as you can see, has been added to this menu. I will go to HTTPS crazy.do/about -us, right? Even though that we have not just yet created this page, but once you create this page and set the URL to semicolon / crazy.do/about-us or about-us, let's go ahead and add another link which will be contact. So HTTPS-us, and here I will write contact. Click on add to menu, click on publish, and let's go ahead and refresh this. And there you go. As you can see in here that we have our navigation in here as well. Home, about, menu. Home page is the page we are already on as you know. Let's go ahead and click on about. When you click on about, oops, that page cannot be found. We cannot find that page, obviously, because the page in here does not exist. But if you want to create a about us page, it is as simple as creating the first page. We have created the home page in here. This is what the home page looks like. Isn't it amazing, right? What we have done is we have gradientified the whole site by simply just going and applying, getting the gradient from color.space and applying it to our own site crazy.do. Now the crazy.do and the crazy fast load themes look like exactly the same. How awesome is that? Yes, we have done it. Dun, 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 dun. We have created an amazing, great, modern UI UX, crazy fast. I'll show you how fast it is in a bit, in just a few hours. How amazing is that? Like, now you are an artist. Congratulations to you. What is good for the gander is good for the goose. If you can create this site, you can create any site. You can build any site, right? For as long as you know that the easiest way to build is container block is all it is. That is how amazing it is. I am so excited. So this is this is our website. In next section, I will take 5 to 10 minutes and show you how to speed it up. This is what we have done so far in the previous section. We have gone ahead and we have applied the gradients to the headline, to the background of all the sections, section 1, section 2, section 3, all the way down to section 7. We have applied gradients to the background. We have applied the gradient to all the headlines we wanted to apply the gradient to. And small thing I want to tell you, the CSS code for the gradient we applied, the class gradient we applied to the call to action section, I got it from this website, css.class. You can literally go ahead and you can customize it according to whatever you want to customize it to. Simply copy from here, look, paste it in your customizer, and you can apply the class effect to your whichever section you want to apply the class effect to. We have 2 more things to do. First of all, we have to SEO optimize it using a small plugin. I will simply go to the dashboard, go to the plugins, add new, and we will download a Slim SEO plugin. Slim SEO. Okay, so this is a small, fast and automated WordPress, because the reason we are using everything lightweight and we are using the minimal plugins is because all the WordPress pros will tell you that the lesser the plugins, the better it is for your site. Okay, the fewer the plugins, the better it is for your site. Let's go ahead and install now. Click on activate, go back to pages, all pages, the home page we have built, click on edit. Now if you scroll down right to the bottom, you'll see that there is a section search engine optimization. I will write a meta title here, and then I will also write 100% free, because this is what people will see in the search engine. This is the result which will come up. This is our title. It says character count 63, ideally be under 61. If you want to create a Facebook image, you can do so. I'm going to leave this here for now, because obviously I'm not doing this at the moment, but I will do it later on, because this is very, very important. If someone shares our website on either Facebook or Twitter, they should be able to see a custom image. But what I'll do is I will go simply just take a screenshot of this page and then simply just upload it in here. Select image, just like we uploaded the images we used in the library, or I might just create a custom one. Simply click on update. Remember, when you are doing SEO, you are doing SEO of a single page. You are not doing the SEO of whole website when you're building the site. So each and every single page has to be treated as a website. So this has been done. Now what do we need to do? We need to actually go to the dashboard of CrazyDo. Now that we are in dashboard of CrazyDo, we are going to speed it up. And how are we going to do that? We are going to speed it up from within the dashboard and in the control panel, and I will show exactly how. So this is the dashboard. I will go to the stack cache. If you remember, we disabled this when we were building the site because we did not want it to see the cached version of the website when we are building it. I will simply go and enable stack cache in here. Click on enable stack cache. It has been enabled. I will leave as it is. Click on save changes, leave as it is. Now I will head back to the control panel, web hosting control panel. This is the web hosting control panel. Simply go to CDN and then edge caching. If you remember previously, we turned this off. All we are going to do is activate it. You see, this is why WP Buzz is so awesome. I will update the custom cache settings to 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. Okay, all the settings have been updated. Now the other thing we are going to do is go to web optimization, and we are simply going to turn on one-click optimization by clicking here. We are optimizing everything on the website, HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript, everything by using just one-click option. Should you wish to play around with other options, please go ahead and do it. I will also simply go to the images. I will scroll down to the image optimization section, okay, and I will just simply click on lazy load images. Here you go. Lazy load images have been done. Let's click on purge cache. Cache has been purged. We have sped up our website, right? We have made it fast from within the control panel of our hosting, and what we have done is we have enabled the cache. WP Buzz has multiple layer of cache built into the platform, right? So you have a server level cache, then you have a CDN, right, and then other level of caches. So everything is built in the platform. Normally you would have to use cache plugins like, you know, WP Rocket or WP this or WP that or WP Super Cache or W3 Total Cache, which are fine. But you know, if you want premium performance, you will have to go with WP Rocket, isn't it? That is where the premium performance lies. But guess what? You don't have to do that with WP Buzz, because rather than paying for all those cache optimization plugins, then code optimization plugins, because what we have done is we have optimized the code from within our control panel, right? Rather than paying for image optimization plugins, you know, we have image optimization built into the hosting of WP Buzz. That is how awesome WP Buzz is, right? No need to pay for all these things, right? For the top tier performance, you always have to pay. You can simply control each and everything from within your hosting control panel, and that is how you speed up the site. Our website is now ready. We have sped up the website. We have implemented all the features which come with the hosting in order to speed up the website. Now is the time for the truth. We have to go ahead and check the speed of the site. In the Google, I will go and type check site speed. The reason we are using Google tool, Google, which sends most of our traffic, so you have to make sure that we look after the god Google. Click on this page speed insights. I'll write here crazy.do and click on analyze. I'll check that desktop speed first. Oh, check this out, 99 out of 100. That is amazing. Under a second load time, 0.7 seconds. Check this out. How amazing is that? We are using any cache plugins, any optimization plugins, any image optimization or code optimization plugins, and we are still getting this amazing speed, under half a second load time on desktop, and on mobile we are getting under 3 seconds. Under 3 seconds. This is amazing, isn't it? Check this out. A website that moves instantly on desktop, on mobile, on everything, and it looks great as well. How awesome is that? 99 out of 100. That is amazing. But you must be thinking, the demo website I show you, that was scoring 100 out of 100. How come our Crazy 2 is only scoring 99 out of 100? Oh my god, that might be a deal breaker. It is a deal breaker for me. You know why? I want to make sure that I provide my users with an ultimate experience, with a brilliant user experience. In order to do that, I will take this to 100 and I will show you why. Now check this out. The reason at this moment of time that it is 99 out of 100 and not 100 out of 100 is because we are using Google Fonts. Yes. In here it says opportunities, eliminate render blocking resources. And what is that render blocking resource? That is Google Fonts. Now if you remember, when we started using the fonts, we went to the customizer and typography. Look at the font manager. The fonts we were using are Google Fonts. Look at here. Look in here. Let's check the other font as well. Look at that. Vietnam Pro, Google font. So how are we going to take this website speed to 100 out of 100? We are going to do that by not using the Google Fonts. I mean, some people will be perfectly happy with this score. Yeah, this is like amazing score for them, under second load time. But you know what? I want to take it a bit further, right? I want to make sure that our users get the best possible user experience. And that's the reason what we are going to do now is that we are going to download these fonts and host it on our server. Right, this is a bit technical. I mean, if you are perfectly happy with 99 out of 100 score, brilliant. But what about 100 out of 100? That's amazing, isn't it? Because I am crazy about performance, I am crazy about speed, and I want to make sure that we score 100 out of 100. Going to download the fonts to our local server and serve it from here. What is happening at the moment is our website is sending requests to Google servers, right? So that they can send us the fonts, right? So that Google can serve the fonts. The problem with that is that Google server might be slow at times. So we don't want our users to wait for font to load. So what we want to do is we want to serve those fonts from our own server. Okay, and that's the reason we are going to download those fonts. Now, how are we going to download those fonts? Because we are using the Generate Press theme, right? They have this article on adding local fonts. I will give the link to this article in the description, so if you wanna upload the local fonts yourself, you can do it. I will go ahead and download these fonts to my local machine and then upload to our own server so that we can serve the fonts from our own server. The first thing is, there's a link in that article which I've shown you. There's a link to this amazing app, right, which lets us download the fonts. So the fonts we are using today are Noto Serif and B Vietnam Pro. I will go ahead and download these fonts first. Noto Serif in the search bar. Because we are only using the bold fonts, I will only be downloading this one and not the regular one, because we are only using Noto Serif for the headings. Okay, I will go ahead and download these files. Right, these files are now downloaded to my local computer. In order to upload these fonts to our local machine, I will go back to the dashboard of CrazyDo, the website we are building, and we have to get a plugin. I will go ahead and plugins, add new. In here I will write PHP snippets, code snippets. Sorry, it's not PHP snippets. The name of the plugin is code snippets, and it's I will go ahead and install it. Okay, and I will also go ahead and activate it. Now that the snippets plugin is activated, if you read in here, it says that in order to upload the font, we have to add this temporary filter to our website, and we are going to do that by using the code snippets plugin I have just downloaded. So I will go ahead and copy this code back to the dashboard of CrazyDo, code snippets, and I will go ahead and click on add new. I will give this title local fonts so that I remember what I am doing, because sometimes when you will be building website, you will simply do so much stuff that you will forget what it is. So however, we are not going to do that. I'll go ahead and paste this code snippet here. Run snippet everywhere. That's correct. No description is needed. I will go ahead and click on save changes and activate. The reason we have downloaded this plugin and added this code is so that we can upload the fonts to our website. Now this is important. When you will download the font, it will come in a compressed folder. First of all, we have to uncompress it, extract everything. Okay, now that has been done. Back to the dashboard of CrazyDo, we will go to media library and add new. And here I will drag and drop these fonts straight to the upload. Right, okay. Now once you have dragged and dropped these fonts in here, you have to copy URL to the clipboard. Okay, because we are going to do something really important. Copy URL to clipboard and then paste it in a notepad. Now that we have done this, it's in the notepad. Let me make this a little bigger so that you can see notepad. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to remove this part from here. Check this out. Just remove this. There you go. Now we have link to the folder where the fonts have been uploaded to. I will go ahead and copy this link. Copy. Go back to the tool we are using. Right, this is the tool we are using, because first what we did was we downloaded the font files. Okay, and now we are going to copy the CSS for the fonts. So I will go ahead and backspace everything in the customize folder prefix option and paste the URL in here. The URL which we have just modified by removing the end part, I've copied this and pasted it in the customize folder prefix option. How awesome is that? Also go ahead and copy this CSS code for Noto Serif. Copy, go back dashboard, straight to appearance, customize, straight to additional CSS, right to the bottom and paste it here. Okay, I will also click publish so that we can save it. Now we have downloaded the local font Noto Serif from the Google and uploaded it to our server. Now this font Noto Serif, the heading font, will be served from our server. However, if you remember, we are using two fonts, Noto Serif and Vietnam Pro. Right guys, we have finished uploading the fonts to our own server. Now these fonts should be served from our server, but there is one thing we need to do. We need to go back to the Crazy Do dashboard, appearance, and then customize. From customize typography and the font, we'll go to font manager and we will remove this toggle off this Google font from here. Look. Even when we toggle off, the fonts on this side does not change because we have them on the local server. Okay, we will do the same with the Vietnam Pro. Okay, just toggle off the Google font. We do not want to send a request to Google to serve these fonts. We want to serve these fonts from our own computer, from our own server, right? So that has been done. Go ahead and click on publish. I have published this. Now we will give it a couple of minutes and check the speed again. I will log out first of all. First, I will clear the cache because the reason is that we do not want Google to serve the cached version of the website. I will go to stack cache, purge everything. This is the cache provided by WP Burst, so you don't have to pay for the expensive cache plugins in order to get the premium performance 100 out of 100 page score, which you will see in a bit, because I am so sure I have built so many websites. Now I know how to get that 100 out of 100 scores, which tools to use. Course, I have transferred all my knowledge, well, most of my knowledge, the technical knowledge, to you guys, and I will transfer my other knowledge to you guys as well, which is marketing. And because look, you see, I built WP Pulse from zero to hundreds of users. Possibly they will be thousands once I might have finished this course. So I have built a business and I will show you exactly how to do that for your business as well, for your industries as well. We are going to help each other build amazing things, right? Crazy fast things, crazy amazing things. We are going to make sure that we leave our legacy behind. Yes. Okay, so let's give it 10 minutes rest and then we check the site speed again. Okay, you beautiful people, now that we are serving the fonts from our server, it is time to check the speed of CrazyDo, our website. So let's go ahead and check the speed. Remember, previously it was 99 out of 100 and the website was loading in under a second. However, we wanted to improve it further by hosting the fonts locally. We went ahead, downloaded the font and installed them on our own server. Now it's time to check the speed and let's see if it has made any difference. So let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, I have gone to Google, check site speed, pagespeed.web.dev, a tool provided by Google to check the speed. I will go ahead and check the speed now. Okay, let's write CrazyDo in here, https.crazy.do, and let's analyze desktop first and then we will have a look at the mobile speed as well. And there you go, we have got 100 out of 100 on Google page speed scores. And the web, look at this, check this out, the website loads in under half a second. First contentful paint 0.4 seconds, speed index 0.4 seconds, largest contentful paint less than a second, 0.4 seconds, time to interactive 0.4 seconds, and no blocking time. How awesome is that? That is absolutely amazing. Crazy fast speed. This is one of the fastest speeds you can get, all because we are using a lightweight theme and amazing hosting. Now why not just check the speed of the mobile as well? Okay, 100 out of 100 on mobile, 100 out of 100. That is absolutely amazing. Look at that, under 1.5 second load time. It loads in under 2 seconds on mobile. So because remember, more and more people are moving towards mobile. more and more people are checking websites out using services on the mobile. So it's really important that not only that your website loads crazy fast on desktop, it loads fast on mobile as well. And that is exactly what we got here. Look, check this out. Under 2 seconds load time in mobile, right? Amazing, isn't it? So now I want to take you back to where we started. What was our end goal? Our end goal was a stunning website, right? So check this out. We have got a modern UI UX website right here, right in front of us. It is built using the conversion frameworks. Okay, it looks absolutely stunning, right? Design is subjective, but for me it looks absolutely delicious, stunning, right? It's dark mode, dark theme, absolutely fantastic. Second thing, we wanted it to be lightning fast, under 1 second load time. Now check this out. Check this out, right? This is the desktop scope. Our website, crazy.do, loads in under half a second. Now remember, always check your speed 3 times to get the fair idea of what your speed is like, right? Not only that, it loads crazy fast on desktop. Check out the mobile. Wow, isn't it amazing? It loads in under 1.5 seconds on mobile as well. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely crazy good. The third thing, we wanted it to be SEO optimized. Performance is 100 out of 100. Accessibility, which means that a lot of people can use it regardless of their abilities, 96 out of 100. And your SEO is 100 out of 100. I'll go ahead and click on SEO. Check this out, 100 out of 100. It literally is SEO optimized from scratch. You don't need to first create the website, then speed it up using multiple cache plugins and God knows what, spending a gazillion dollars on it, right? And then SEO optimize it using, all the different plugins. Because remember, the lesser the plugins, the better it is for your site. The more lightweight it is, the more pressure it can take. SEO 100 out of 100. And then it converts like crazy. Yes, it will convert because this website is built using AIDA framework. Attention, interest, desire, action, and objection, and then action again. You see, the websites that convert, that turn the cold visitors into hot buyers, do not happen by accident. That happens because all these websites you see converting like crazy are built on conversion frameworks. Okay, it's not a miracle, it is a science. Okay, it's not luck, it's a science. Anytime you will use one of the conversion frameworks to build the website, for example AIDA framework or PAS framework or plenty of other frameworks out there, your conversions are guaranteed to increase. Why? Because they satisfy the human psychology. This has been researched by marketers and they have implemented these. Now my question to you is, how did you like this course? This is my first course. I am not a course creator. I know that I might have made 100 of mistakes. I might not have been clear at some points. That's the reason. Please, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask the question in the comment section, and I will reply to each and every one of you. I want to make sure that when you start creating this website, you finish and you get the desired results. And with the theme and the hosting we are using, the plugins we are using, these results are guaranteed. However, if you want to use your own plugins or your own hosting, I cannot guarantee these results, but your website will be pretty fast. Not 100 out of 100 though, because I know WP Buzz has that kind of amazing technology which can help your website achieve 100 out of 100 page speed score. If you have any suggestions regarding this course, please let me know in the comment sections. If you want me to create something else, if you have any other idea in mind, another website, you want me to design a crazy fast blog for you, please let me know, and in the next videos I will design crazy fast blog or something else, like a stunning design, not like these average designs laying across the net. Something really crazy good. I love you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and bye bye.